Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game. A-Side official. No negotiations needed, period. You already know we back with another one. This might not be a good long time, but I'm gonna hit some topics. You know what I'm saying? Right off the rip. Shout out to supporters of the channel as always. Shout out to those who support and open minded about different topics. I see certain people are feeling some type of way about, once again, me talking about alternative topics rather than just boxing all the time, which becomes a soap opera. That's okay. That's okay. You will get over it. First topic I want to talk about, right, is kind of outside the details. Let me read you the description. Who is bigger? Who is the bigger matchup for Crawford? Is it Spence or Fundora? The fans want to see. So, as you have already seen, Bill Haney is, making his rounds out here. He did a Vlad interview, and he pretty much went up there to chop it up with Cam and Mace, and I would say this. Him making rounds and getting his voice out there, no issues with that. I don't want to downplay what has happened with, Ryan Garcia popping dirty. Because if it was Devin Haney, I know it would be probably twice as worse, right? Then you have to look at what I've mentioned before. If you're making these tours, people are still looking at how the fight actually played out. You know what I'm saying? And one of the areas that they're touching on, and I mean, I'm talking about they're touching on this, they're molesting the shit out of it, is that the game plan that Team Haney had in there against Garcia. I'm telling you, it keeps always going back, and people are giving their opinions on how Team Haney handled the strategy to go in there and fight Ryan Garcia. Did they overlook him? Who knows? taken for granted, not properly prepared, thought that, you know, like I thought that Devin Haney was much more overall skillful than Ryan Garcia. I thought and said on record that there's no way that Ryan could beat Devin Haney, in my opinion, when it comes skill for skill. I believe that Haney could go in there and outbox him, outthink him. I believe that. But then comes the hustling aspect of it. Some people was able to, Ryan Garcia was able to speak to some people, whoever it was. He could say it was Floyd or whatever the case. Um, but Ryan, the way he went in there, he didn't show any type of fear. He treated it as if it was showtime for him, lights, camera, action. He gave the whole entire world a preview of how good he can act and fake and pretend to be something that he ain't. He gave the whole world that. And then he went in there overweight, and that was handled. You know what I'm saying? How it was, handled. And then turned around and tested positive. Now, everyone is waiting for the punishment. And now Bill Haney has put out, and I guess been on record as saying he's calling for Ryan Garcia to be hit with a lifetime ban from boxing. I've said this before. The lifetime ban stuff, it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't sting. It doesn't have the stinging effect that it should be against somebody that the crime fits the punishment, so to speak. The crime doesn't fit the punishment. If you're talking about Antonio Margarita, we're talking about someone like Panama Luis Resto, that ruined Billy Collins' life, and he ended up dying, having a short life because of it. Yeah, they was banned for life because what they did was just absolutely malicious. Absolutely malicious, bro. But to go around and say, okay, he tested positive for ostarine, and the reason why I think Bill is overreaching with rubber arms, because that is his son. First of all, that is his son. He is his coach, and he's coming from a different type of perspective on a personal level, right? Then on the other hand, it's embarrassing. This, and Henry knows this. Henry Garcia and Bill Haney knows this, that they're in a sport where, and you can have an incident such as this, and you're not fined, you're not penalized, so to speak, in this particular case. Like, I'm saying, your purse is held, or something to that extent. Yeah, there might be a little penalty, but then that's small coins compared to the amount of money that Ryan has. So when we see the interviews going on across the land, and we look at ostarine being a performance enhancing drugs that hardly anyone knows about. They just now learned about this, but yet they're still grouping it in the same way that they would do anabolics. You know what I'm saying? They learned about SARM. Oh, I know everything about SARM now. SARM, SARM, SARM. And then they want to compare it to the effects that anabolic has in comparison to SARM. And that's not the case, bro. These PEDs, these performance enhancing drugs, are not on record as having a unblemished. That means every fighter who ever tested positive for PEDs have won the fight. They don't have a record like that. Nor do they have um, documentation. It's not any data to substantiate it. In this case, with Bill Haney and his tour, is, like I said, he's embarrassed, but yet it's becoming embarrassing. People are not taking it serious the way, he's overreaching with the lifetime ban. We've had way worse incidents. And look, why wouldn't you think about this before saying it? Because there have been way much more severe incidents in boxing where those individuals didn't get lifetime bans. So Ryan Garcia is not going to get a lifetime ban. Now, if you want to say it for attention, it's overreaching. You know, you're bloviating what you would like to happen. I'm not saying Bill don't want that to happen. I'm pretty sure he want some form of punishment to happen. But to say you want a lifetime ban on Ryan Garcia for something that's ostarine, and ostarine is a supplement that it's not even as potent as some of these other, you know, anabolics, as far as how it induces or enhances physical performance. When it comes to boxing, though, you have to be a thinking man, a woman. You have to go in there with a game plan and know how to make adjustments at the end of the day. The way we seen it play out, the adjustments was minimal, if any, and the way the dominations played out in front of us in real time, it was just too much, man. It was almost like the way the aerosexuals seen when Crawford was dominating Spence. You know, it was a lot for the Haney fans to digest at the time. They couldn't unpack that. First of all, they wasn't prepared. Like I pretty much assumed Devin had the skills, okay, but the preparation process to go in there and regain momentum early in the fight after being hit with a solid power shot from Ryan Garcia, it just didn't register, and that's the puzzling aspect of it. That comes with preparation, training, and everything like that. You know, there's people up here that's saying that he should get rid of his father. You know, that's not the first time people said they had, you know, they should do this, and that, and the other. I don't get into that. That's something they need to figure out. My only thing is, moving forward, and you're doing these interviews, like, I can understand the videos, you know what I'm saying, bad for the sport and all that. I get it. I get it. I have nothing to go against the grain with. But, you know, the extended reaching just to prove a point, you know, to be hit with a lifetime ban is laughable. You know, first time offenses, right? Let's be honest. If you committed a crime for the first time out in the civilian pop and you was arrested, were there people up here talking about you should spend the rest of your life in prison? It don't add up. You know, for the first time somebody did something, say it's a lifetime. Oh man, it's just hilarious at the end of the day. But yet, it doesn't make any sense by any part of it, man. It don't make any sense. Now I can see requesting or submitting. You know, you got English over there as your attorney submitting for punishment, but all this other stuff, man, it's just overboard. I'm gonna be honest, it's just overboard for me. Let me get to the chat right quick. Shout out to Mr. Golden, the OG on deck. I see you in the building. What's good? I'm definitely not gonna put my Hey, just go to my DM. Hit me in my IG DM. The Mr. Golden, hit me and I'll respond to you. Go to IG, hit me on the DM, send me a direct message, then I'll respond to you. No joke. Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz some more. What's good with it? I see you. Salute to you, man. Samad on deck. Peace and blessings, beloved. Salute WCS certified. Stamp the like button and support the grind always, my brother. Much respect. Appreciate you. Carlos Rosado in the building. Salute to you, Carlos. WCS salutes. Same to you, man. Salute. What's good? Hopefully everyone enjoying their day off. Okay. Don't matter who the matchup is for Bud, because at the end of the day, it's going to be 3-time undisputed. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Let me see. Let me see this right quick. What is this, man? Hold on for a second. Let me get this. um, you need that now. Hold on for a second. I just sent it. I just sent it. So let's get to So y'all just stay close to that, man. I'm just looking at it like, a lifetime ban for a first offense, right? And it's yes, it's cheating at the end of the day, but to go all the way out and act like, okay, first time offenders, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, because people are out here to basically put you in a position to sabotage what you got going on. So you have to be careful about requesting such a severe punishment, over the top punishment, because definitely somebody else might be in the same position. That goes for any fighter. That's why boxing has had repeat offenders that's able to come back. It's just too much going against that request that it ain't gonna happen. We've had fighters out here to do way worse. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, they want to talk about the meat, but he still was suspended. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a lifetime ban for Ryan Garcia testing positive, just because people want him to have a lifetime ban. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up. He's been up here making a mockery of what he did. Absolutely. But, at least request something that's sensible. 6 months to a year or whatever the case, and focus on the record. What happened to the record? Wasn't y'all gonna focus on requesting that the loss be overturned? You know what I'm saying? Devin at the end of the day, in my opinion, he's not gonna have a loss. His unblemished record will return, and it depends on if they're gonna say it's a no contest or a win for Devin. You know what I'm saying? So it's some pluses to this coming out this game. It's some good pluses that's coming. Um, 69 days, it'll be 68 today, but 69 days. Madrimov says goodbye. Okay. It's no knock on Madrimov, not at all. It's no knock on him. I have no problem with Madrimov, except he's the opponent of the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's stepping in against 40-0, 31 knockouts, Terrence Bud Crawford, 36 years of age, southpaw, right? Madrimov is sitting at a 10-0-1, 7 knockouts. He's 29 years of age, 7 years younger than Terrence Crawford, okay? He's 5'8.5" with a 68.5-inch reach. Terrence Crawford is 5'8" with a 74-inch reach. His arms is much longer than, his height. With that said, he exemplifies much more experience on a higher level than Madrimov. And we totally get it. We don't need a curriculum. We don't need to bring out the chalk. None of that. He has exhibited on the championship level that he's much more experienced than Madrimov, straight from all the way through. There's no way that me heading to this fight, Madrimov has 10 wins, that it's going to be like, hey, man, y'all sleeping on this guy. Y'all sleeping on this guy. No, I'm not sleeping on him at all. I just feel confident that Crawford is way more experienced. And when it comes to the textbook, yeah, Madrimov may be opening up the textbook, trying to find out based off the film. But there's been many times that, chapters has been spoken on about Crawford that we haven't seen all his skill set at the end of the day. So I'm thinking wholeheartedly that Terrence Crawford would definitely go in there and get this victory with Madrimov. You know what I'm saying? And it's only a matter of time before he says goodbye to that belt that he has, that WBA title. What is it gonna do for the fight fans? The haters that Crawford have and also previously had are still there. It's just they can't really show their faces at this point because they don't want to get behind Madrimov. They want to wait till Terrence Crawford become unified to see if a dream can happen, if a reality can present itself, if we can somehow have a miracle. They want to see can Errol Spence beat Sebastian Fundora so they can get the courage to come back out and play. That's where we at with this right here. They're not really looking at it like, I really want to root for Madrimov, but I just don't think he can do it. I just don't think he can do it. But just to remind the Errol Sex was that Terrence Crawford is fighting for the WBA and the WBO. There will come a point in time when minutes tick to hours, hours tick off days, that Sebastian Fundora is going to have to come off that belt because selectively they chose to fight Errol Spence instead of Terrence Crawford. Okay? So, hey, it is what it is. We have two grand fights coming up. You know what I'm saying? That deals with the 154-pound division. Two grand fights. And I just can't wait for it to happen. And being that, you know, Terrence Crawford is in a position to addition another division to his legacy and also some more titles to his legacy. And furthermore, be a part of history. Be a part of history on the back end of his career, as he put it. I'm not calling it, you know, like the a final run for Terrence Crawford. All I'm saying is, if you look at what's lined up for Crawford right now, it gets you excited. Madrimov may not be a big name, but there's a purpose for Crawford fighting him, and that's for the two titles. And then after that, now all of a sudden, we have Errol Spence returning to fight a tough, tenacious, big Sebastian Fundora. Now, the storyline always make up for the climax and the suspense. You know what I'm saying? And one of those moments where, you know, you wanna hope this fight go down as a classic. You wanna hope the story has a twist and turn that it doesn't end the way we think it's gonna end. And that is that Errol Spence going in here and being stopped by Sebastian Fundora. There's a lot of fight fans out there that want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford too at 154. They want to see it because they still have just one droplet of hope to say, well, 154 is definitely going to prove that Errol Spence was weight drained and he wasn't his best and he's this and he's that. And also, if Errol Spence beats Sebastian Fundora, it's going to look, it's gonna kind of increase his FICO a little bit, just a little bit, for him not taking tune-ups. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal too, for him not taking tune-ups. If he can go in here and get this done with Sebastian Fundora, hey Golden, I sent that. You know what I'm saying? I sent that. Um, it's gonna work some wonders, man. I mean, people are gonna start, you know, posturing again for Errol Spence. You know, Texas gonna begin to, like, you know, feel you know, good about this potential rematch. This fight is going down in Texas in his backyard. It'll allow Spence to get back in AT&T, you know what I'm saying, be able to have that ring walk, to be able to have those fans that has since abandoned, you know, him since July 29, 2023, and really get back into the seats of the stadium and support this man. Now, as for Spence, what makes this fight even more of a, you know, them marking their calendars and everything in a special fight is because, you know, people just want to know, how is he gonna look returning? How's he gonna look? No tune up. He's gonna be out 15 months. how is he gonna look? I'm saying, how is his performances gonna be against a taller fighter like Sebastian Fundora? How is that gonna work for him? People are very, very curious as to how Errol Spence will perform. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is huge, you know, because the way Crawford made him look at 147, it's almost like Spence shouldn't have been in the ring with it. They wasn't on the same caliber of professional experience, but yet they was both on the pound for pound list for quite some time. Errol Spence stepping back in the ring to potentially line himself up with another fight with Crawford. There's a lot goes into that, and then you have to put that other, write a different chapter to this that makes it even more interesting and intriguing. Is he's not with Diddy no more. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna train him next? For the longest of time, he's been with Derrick James, but now who is going to be his trainer? Who is Errol Spence going to allow to train him, to teach him? Is he going to be able to be taught at his age? Is he open-minded enough and have the resolve to say, you know what, I can still listen, I can still be taught, and I really need to dedicate myself more than usual, because I'm going in there with a fight, and Sebastian can potentially make him look worse than what he looked like with Crawford. He doesn't want to go in there at all and get stopped by Sebastian Fundora and have 2 losses on his record. He doesn't want to go in there and look like, not so much that Sebastian Fundora is the much more skilled fighter, but to say from the fans, to hear the fans say that he's just washed up. What Crawford did to him pretty much retired him. He don't want to hear that language. He don't want to hear all the rumblings, you know what I'm saying? All the buzz that's going on about him for the wrong reason. He's been there already. He's experienced that shit with Texas. He ain't trying to go back there, yo. He's not trying to go back there and go through that whole scenario and trying to build up, his fan base. Definitely he don't want to go out with 2 losses because he's residing in Texas. So for me, I don't know if Spence is disciplined enough or able to let down his guard to say, I'm ready for something different. I'm gonna reach and try to surpass thresholds that I haven't been a part of. Because for a long time, what they say, if it wasn't broke, they wasn't trying to fix it. So pretty much they was able to keep going and going and going and winning and winning with the style that he had. No changes, no need to, undefeated, 28 victories in a game until they ran into Crawford. Crawford them came in there. Obviously, you heard it. They said they had a plan A, B, and C. And you're talking about someone with 39 victories. I mean, multiple awards. Already undisputed at 140. Multi-time lineal. He's already been there. But yet they prepared like he didn't have any of it. Once again, Team Crawford prepared like they didn't have any of it, y'all. So what does that say for how the minds are, the thought process, and how they both think? Obviously Crawford, in my opinion, when it comes to boxing, he thinks differently than Errol Spence Jr. Spence say he's been living out of pocket. He was bragging about it, and Bud went in there and made him put him out of pocket, and made him look he was out of his league. This is a big fight for Spence. I'm not jettisoning the fact that Crawford has a legitimate fight against Madrimov, but I don't see any surprises in this fight. I see Crawford in there with a fighter at a higher division. And there's no way that I would bring myself just to jokingly say, well, if Madrimov, if. No, it's no if. Madrimov gonna get that ass beat. That's just the way it's gonna go down. Madrimov gonna get his ass beat. But for Errol Spence, I'm trying to put it out there because I like Sebastian Fundora. I like Fundora more than I like Spence. But then my people will come on here and say, well, we root for the brother. Listen, you can root for who you want. It's not like I'm rooting for Sebastian Fundora to fight to beat Spence. To be honest, I would definitely like to see a rematch. Everybody know that. I would like to see a rematch. But on the other side, keeping the spirit of the sport, Jack Reese, I would definitely like to see Sebastian Fundora go in there and do his thing too. I absolutely enjoyed Fundora versus Zoo. I enjoyed that fight. Hell of a fight. Heart. Heart. Grit. Come on, no quit. Both of them warriors fought to the end, man. Love them. You know what I'm saying? Fundora had the interim title for quite some time, the WBC. And they was just dragging him along because Jamel Charlo wasn't doing anything. And finally they kept feeding him and he got knocked out. But he came back and beat Zoo. He beat Zoo, the man who beat Fundora. You know what I'm saying? How does that work? So with that said, Errol Spence and Fundora, they really don't have no, it's no parallels between them at the end of the day. It's nothing that we can reach back in their resume and bring to the surface and say, let's talk about this in comparison to the fight. Let's provide this evidence right here to this analogy for Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's what we want to do. Let's do that right there. It's not much to chat about though. Because we're talking about debuts, yo. We're talking about 154-pound debuts. They're debuting at a higher division. Now, of course, if we was talking about Danny Garcia, yeah, that'd be different. If we was talking about Jose Benavidez, that'd be different. But neither one of those fighters has stepped in there with Sebastian Fundora. So we can't go up here and do the comparison and common opponents and all that. So the good thing, the light, you know what I'm saying? The interesting part of it is just both fighters going in there from July 29th. One fighter being Crawford that won, became two-time undisputed. And then you have the other fighter in Errol Spence Jr., who's coming off a loss, but a very, very tough, punishing loss. And he's going to be 15 months out the ring prior to stepping through the ropes with Fundora. And also this, people, not only that, listen to this right here. He's going to have the opportunity August, September, October. He still is going to be in fight camp when Crawford steps in there with Madrimov and become the 154-pound unified champion. He's going to be able to watch that, people. Errol Spence is going to be able to watch that, knowing that he's not waiting for Crawford, but his next fight is going to be the toughest in his career, bro. His fight against Sebastian Fundora will be tougher than his fight with Crawford, because he had plenty of time with Crawford and he had common opponents that fought Crawford. He's going in there with a lack of data in a division for the first time, and his first opponent in that division, his entire body type is outside of any fighter that he's ever fought in his entire career. His first fight, he's going in there with a guy who is the champion, right? And his first fight in 154 pounds. And he's 6'5", 6'6". This is going to be tough. And it's not tough like you think it, like where I'm going with it. You think I'm saying it's tough because he just came off a fight with Tim Tszyu. The reason I believe this is toughest fight in his career is because it's questionable on seeing Errol Spence make adjustments. That's why I believe it's going to be the toughest fight of his career. Like, Bud Crawford made so many adjustments, and they was in the same division, and there was common opponents, and they was just holding residence in 147 for years upon years. So they had the opportunity to see and watch and sit back and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Same division. But with this right here, Errol Spence has put it out there and put his declaration that he doesn't need tune-ups. He don't do tune-ups, right? Then he's going in there fighting a guy that's way outside his normal composition when it comes to the physical stature of a fighter. Not only that, this is a champion who went in there with a very tough opposition in Tim Tszyu. Not only that, Sebastian Fundora went in there and fought a fight much differently than we are used to seeing him fight. He was very active with a jab. I mean, very active throughout the entire fight. Spence, for me, is questionable on how well he can make adjustments because we haven't witnessed him do it. We see him do or execute some of the same punch combinations. He's not going to be able to do that with Fundora and get away with it. He's definitely not going to be able to do. He's not going to be able to execute. He's not going to be able to repeat the same punch combinations that he did with Terrence Crawford with Fundora. Now, we did see Fundora get caught early in there with Tim Tszyu. We did see him get caught. He took it well. And we all can agree that Tim Tszyu is a true 154-pounder, right? Will Spence power his left hand, being that he's not so-called quote-unquote weight drained from 47? Will he present more power to Sebastian Fundora if he's able to, get his timing down? You know what I'm saying? Because one thing we can say about Spence, he is an Olympian, right? And he does have dog in him, and he can box. Absolutely. But I haven't been able to witness him being in a fight where he had to make changes. The fight that I assumed that this would take place and we would be able to see the curriculum was against Crawford, and we didn't see that. Crawford ended up putting him in in-house detention, y'all. Crawford ended up putting Spence in in-house detention. Crawford fought that man like they was on whole different levels. He's a professor and Spence was a student. It was a masterclass performance, not just by Crawford, but by the mad scientist Bomac. His coach was giving him instructions, and Terrence Crawford was out there carrying out like he was a student in the game, even though he's competing at a high level, y'all. A high level. He's competing at a high level, and he's still receiving instruction to execute. He's receiving, and he's executing. That is a disciplined fighter right there. I'm not gonna lie, that's a disciplined fighter right there, bro. Let me get to the chat. Shout out to Chassie in the building. Salute to you. I turned up the volume a little bit. That should be a bit better. Shout to Calvin on deck. I see you. Salute to you. Madrimov is done. He'll get another shot at a different time. Yeah, that's the way I see it too. I would definitely get back to the comment. I wouldn't. If I was Bud, I'd stay far away from Spence. Spence laying in bed with two of the most rotten guys in boxing, Mayweather and Al. With them and the world knowing Spence don't have a chance, they're probably trying the unthinkable to give Spence a chance. They be moving a little too tricky to me. They're trying to absolute best to stop Bud, with them knowing they can't stop him, because now he has the money behind him and more talks, and they know that now, so ain't no telling what they'll try. Okay, I can understand where you at with it, with the you know, the what they call that in soccer. I can understand where you at with them trying to impede his progress. You know, they're trying to do damn, what's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to put obstacles up there and trying to stop Crawford at the beginning. You know, it was all fun and games. You know, sending Spence up there to stop this. Well, they got you know, he kept on talking about Crawford was a no likable fighter. Well, guess what, Samson? You better hope Fundora goes in there and don't lay an egg. I like Fundora. I just don't like you in general and the way you handle that situation to basically cap for your peoples. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna keep it on boxing, keep it on boxing. But don't say a fighter has a no likable style. But now you get the fight that you want, right? Because that's the orders you was given. And now you got to make sure he goes in there and nothing crazy happen. You know, you going in there with a fighter that's going to be out the ring 15 months. So you better go ahead and make that happen. Hey, Mr. Golden, I haven't received nothing. You was talking about send you I sent you the email. You say you had something to send. I mean, what you had to send. I sent you the email. Just check it out. You know, you don't see it in your inbox, you know, check your spam and so forth. Golden said, if Fundora, how's my audio right now? Matter of fact, you don't have to answer that. I can check it out myself. Yeah, it's straight. It's straight. It's saucy. Shout out the Blue Hustle Man in the building. Salute to you, brother. What's good? What's good, man? Golden said, Fundora beats Errol. I can hear the Errol-sexual saying Errol should have took a tune-up before he fought Fundora. True words, man. But one thing we know about that, we ain't trying to hear it. We ain't trying to hear it because he himself put that out there. That's the stamp he wanted to put, just like the 17 hashtags that he got. Well, he want to put that out there. He want to put it out there. He want to say he don't need no tune-ups. So he going in there against a reigning defending unified champion, right? That fought a very valiant, you know what I'm saying, fight against a game champion at the time, Tim Tszyu. Hey, Errol better have whoever's training him. That's what I want to know. If anybody has any information, appreciate it, Chassie. Anybody have any information as to where Errol Spence Jr. is training, please don't hesitate to drop me a DM or something to that nature. I've asked my people, they don't know. And the bad thing about if they don't know is that he has a fight that's locked in October. We're about to go to June, July, August, September. Okay, stopping right there. The fight's gonna be in October, so that's 16 months, like I did on my other live. That's 16 months, 16 weeks, right? You know what I'm saying? That's 16 weeks for him to get into some type of agreement with some trainer, whoever that may be. And then we have to also look at the location. Where's the location going to be for him? Is it going to be at home? Because the fight's going to be at home. Boxers, when they get in fight camp and start training for a fight, they don't necessarily have all their work at home. Spence has been known not to travel, y'all. Who can say that Spence has showed up at the gym and they got work with Spence in these last years? No. Usually the micromanagement with Derrick James was to have the sparring partners come over there. You know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. You know, tell me if I'm lying. They will want the sparring partners to come over there to Texas, bro. Spence ain't been, hasn't been able to leave Texas lines to go get this work. That's not what he do. And see, the reason why that didn't happen, because they wanted to keep everything hush hush, and they wanted to think, oh man, we got this fight. He does the same thing over and over again, right? They wanted everything to be in-house and keep it in the world-class furniture store, aka the Texas bunker. And they didn't want nobody to see anything, no videos, no phone calls, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But now that is over with. I guarantee you're not going into another gym that had the amount of fighters that Diddy James had, and you're going to have that privacy. It's not happening. See, he's in such a hard place right now. He's going to have to absolutely jump outside his comfort zone and be in a gym with other fighters and with a trainer that he trusts, a trainer that can properly prepare him. A lot of people are saying Kevin Cunningham. I don't know. I don't know if Spence is disciplined or receptive to going over there and being on a regimental schedule. I don't know if Spence is disciplined like that. I would want him to be disciplined, being that he's on the back end of his career, right? Spence is on the back end of his career, right? That's what he said. Y'all remember? What did Spence put out there? Spence said, might be the last time you see me. He wasn't talking about in the world-class furniture store. Spence was talking about as a professional fighter. This is what he said now. It might be the last time you see me. So what he's doing, what's good with it, Jones? Salute to you. So he put that up there. I don't like it because I don't know how, I don't know if I trust this or not. Because if you're going to go in here and jump in the ring and call yourself blocking or impeding, you know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford from fighting Madrimov or fighting Fundora or whatever the case you was trying to make. You need to make sure that you're ready. It's all fun and games to jump in the ring and the aerosexuals go crazy, and you're saying you got a ticket that you bet on Fundora to win the fight and all this. Hey, all that's out the window. All that little underhanded, BS that they had going on over there at PBC. Cool. It's all good. You had Jamel Charlo try to come out knowing damn well he ain't trying to get in the ring with no Crawford. And he wasn't trying to get in the ring. And look, he ain't trying to go to 154 no more because he already cleaned it out. You know what I'm saying? The hunger is different. The hunger is different. I know you don't want to dang leave the sport and you was only a champion at 154 and you riding off undisputed into the sunset. Anyway, back to Crawford though. At the end of the day, just like they said early in the chat, Crawford has the money behind him now. Awesome. That's what happened when you do things the right way. And finally, people been watching you do things the right way, but they really couldn't help you do it even better because you had, certain situations to take care of. And we all know that people was talking about Crawford need to sign a 2-fight deal with PBC. He need to lock himself. Well, he did. Okay. He signed a 2-fight deal. And that's why I say the aerosexuals are the worst ever, because they was busy telling Crawford where he should go and what he should do when he get there and how he should do it and the reason he should do it. And continue to stay on your knees with your head to the ground and until they give you another order. He went in there and beat him, had a rematch lined up, and Spence didn't want the rematch. So guess what? They don't have nothing else to talk about, except if Errol Spence is able to go in here and win a controversial decision against Fundora. Because I see Errol Spence getting beat up, just like Erickson Lubin did. I see him getting beat up. I see Fundora stopping him. I see Fundora stopping Spence, bro. Of course, people are gonna get mad. Don't come up to me with some black BS. I'm talking about boxing. We're talking about somebody who has taken upon himself to take boxing as if it's a board game. And whenever you really want to play it, you take it out, lay it, bring up all the pieces, put it on the board, play it for a little bit, and then you put everything back in the box and slide it back under the bed and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you was kind of treating boxing like it was a part-time lover there, Spence. That's all I'm saying. You was trying to treat it like it was a part-time lover. But goddamn it, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. People, we need for this rematch to happen. Is it mandatory based off what we witnessed last year? Is it something that's mandatory that we can't get through if it doesn't happen? I just feel like I've seen it all. When I seen this go down at T-Mobile, I said, hey, we can close this chapter. It's over. We can close this chapter. It's over. Crawford did it. It's over. It's over, yo. We got the prize. It's over. Crawford got the belts. It's over. I was content. It's over. Done. Close the book. Seal it up. Put it in the vault. Open it back up years later so we can talk about this fight. It's over. And then I start to think, you know what? I want to see another rematch. You know what I'm saying? Just to rub it in their face one more time and slap them upside the head with it. I want to see a rematch. I'm hoping Errol Spence take this rematch. And sure enough, it didn't happen. It didn't happen, y'all. It didn't happen. Hold on for a second. Okay, back to the T-Mobile massacre 1-year anniversary that's approaching, that has a lot to do with 2024 encompassing. A lot is riding on 2024 because it involves two very, very notable names. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got Bud Crawford and you got Errol Spence. More so Bud Crawford, people are looking forward to seeing him get back in the ring, but not like it's a rematch with Spence. They still on his side. They still consider him pound for pound number one. Yes, you know, Usyk did his thing, real talk. But see, no one's talking about Usyk right now. And shout out to Usyk, man. You did your thing. No one's talking about the heavyweight undisputed. You know, they went in there and some crazy stuff happened. Fury act like he didn't have no power no more. He could not. You know, it was just wow, man. You know what I'm saying? They're fumbling all over the ring and all this other crap. Anyway, when it comes to this rematch, though, we can go, you know, into the archives and say, are we going to see something fugazi? Is it going to be something that's premeditated? Is boxing going to show us once again, lights, camera, action, open the curtains up? We got another stage play for you. Are we going to see something like Tony Weeks stopping the fight prematurely? Lawrence Cole, you know how Lawrence Cole, he can interrupt some fights now. Is Sebastian Fundora about to get ROBBBBBED'd? Is he about to get robbed? Is this something about to go down that we didn't see coming? Is Errol Spence, all he has to do is land one shot and hurt Fundora, and then the referee's going to stop in and it's going to be a controversial stoppage and they're going to rob, you know, the good guy, Fundora? We don't know. Are we going to have a Rolly Romero, Ismael Barroso? Are we going to have something like that? I'm curious if we're going to, you know, have that, you know? I'm curious. Mike, what's good? What's good? I see you. What's good? Arnold Brown on deck. Salute. Yeah, I have to get my topics out yet. I have to get my topics out first, W. Appreciate you asking though. You know what I'm saying? I have to get off, you know, get my topics off. But you know, the T-Mobile Massacre is 63 days away for the 1-year anniversary. And we don't know if 2024, being that Errol Spence is going to be fighting in October, we don't know if we possibly could be looking at a part 2 of the T-Mobile Massacre. Now, it may never happen again. We may have to change it. We might have to change it because that fight, you know, Turkey Al-Sheikh is talking about Canelo Alvarez more so than Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. And the reason why I was saying we might have to change it, because I was thinking that it may not be in Vegas, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just not trying to go all in on reminding the aerosexuals what can be on the horizon for them. You know, do I want to see Crawford Spence again? Yes, I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to end up the same at 54 than it did at 47? Yeah, for sure. But it's difficult for me to convince them. And there's so much going on. We have some landscape to cover. You got Crawford with a fight and you got Spence fighting in October. Both of those fights are, let's just say, equally tough. Both of those fights are tough. Because why? Like I said, they having a debut at 154 pounds. Both fights are tough. Real talk. Both of them are tough. But we have to, you know, get it through our heads that on a higher level than Spence. So since we're saying that, Spence coming into the ring talking about it's time to fight the big dog and you're gonna knock him down. Boy, you sound high, bro. I mean, come on, you sound high. Who's knocked down, you know, Sebastian Fundora other than freaking Brian Mendoza and Erickson Lubin? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. Erickson, you know, it's not impossible. It's not impossible for Fundora to hit the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Erickson Lubin had been sat down by Jamel Charlo before, way back in the day, but yet he was still able to give one final, you know what I'm saying, one final spurt, one final surge, and get the knockdown against Fundora. Brian Mendoza, he just was much more aware. You know, he got it done. Tough fighter. You know what I'm saying? Erickson Lubin, Erickson Lubin, he just was much more aware. You know, he got it done. Tough fighter. You know what I'm saying? Erickson Lubin, he just was much more aware. You know, he got it done. Tough fighter. But making your debut at 154, dealing with a fighter that's outside any composition that you have, physical composition that you have faced, as far as height, reach. Oh my goodness. And his championship experience, yes, Errol Spence has more championship experience at 47. But come on, man. Fundora, like I told you, that picture, Fundora's hand looked way bigger than Spence, man. It looked crazy, and it looked dangerous. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it looked extremely dangerous to know that Errol Spence looked super small in there against Fundora. It's not good, man. It's not good at all. But I'm trying to keep it positive, for real. I'm not trying to go all in on the aerosexuals. I just want for them to focus on this October fight with Fundora. Because there's no need for me to sit up here and talk about Crawford, and Crawford's going in there for a unification fight. You know what I'm saying? I want the aerosexuals to focus on Errol returning back to AT&T Stadium in his backyard in front of his people, his hometown. I want to see them to raise up and support Errol Spence and welcome him back in the ring. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to go all in on the aerosexuals, the worst fan base ever in the sport of boxing in this lifetime. I don't want to go all in them just yet. The most pathetic, pitiful group of community of boxing fans that even existed to call themselves supporters of Errol Spence Jr. It's just unbelievable. They failed him in every which way possible. But look, they know he has a fight coming up with Sebastian Fundora, right? Why? Where is everything at? Where are y'all at, Shawty? Your guy has a fight now. Where is everything? Where is everything? Why don't we don't hear the excitement? You know what I'm saying? Why we don't hear the excitement? It's almost like you giving me the vibes, off this interview that he had with his tax lady. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're putting me back to sleep. Come on, man. Where is the hype? Why aren't y'all jumping for joy? Don't y'all want to see Errol Spence, the black fighter out of Texas? Don't y'all want to see him go in here and get it done? Then where is all the attention on it now? Damn, Shawty. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best to be professional. I'm trying my best to be professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to be professional and stay off them aerosexuals, because it's been a minute since I started tap dancing on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, man. But it's difficult because I want y'all to get behind Errol Spence and boost him up. Let him know that he's loved. And y'all didn't fail him. I want you all to pick him up. Just like Spence had to pick himself up, you know what I'm saying, for those knockdowns. I want you to pick his spirit up and get him ready for Fundora. That's what I want to see. Real talk, that's what I want to see. But the link is in the chat, y'all. Those of you that want to come on the panel and talk that talk, the link has been posted. The package has been delivered. No signature required. The link is in the chat. You feel me? And that's based off, the topics that we got popping, because we're getting closer and closer. Like I said before, we're closer to the T-Mobile Massacre 1-year anniversary, and we shall be indulging in premium seafood once again. Okay? We shall pay homage. We shall pay homage to the T-Mobile Massacre, July 29, 2023. And also, it's going to be days before August 3rd. So I never told anybody this, but I talked to Turk Al Sheik, and I wanted everything to be scheduled in that manner. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be close to the T-Mobile Massacre 1-year anniversary, and then for him to fight August 3rd. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Blue, I dropped the link in the chat, bro. What's going on, OG? How you feeling today, bro?
What's going on, my brother?
I'm good. I'm good. Gumbo, I see you in the building. Salute to you, brother.
That was a update from what we were talking about yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an update on that situation.
And
Did you get it?
I got it. I just, of
Oh,
course I'm
okay.
on live, so I couldn't.
No. I understand. I'll just tell you that was somewhat like a update. They're talking about it. I ran across it this morning. That's where I
So
catch
what
it.
what what was something notable in the update?
Well, they're still together.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, they're still together. That shit is. I read some of the comments. Some of the comments in there. You got some people that were talking they BS and shit. Like that there. But you got
Yeah.
one dude was talking about his partner married a girl. He was 30 and she was 19, like that. And shit, they stayed together over 25 years till the man died.
Mm,
Shit. So.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
So what
but
you got? So what's your take on the upcoming events and everything? And I wanted to ask you this. I understand what PBC attempted to do with getting
well, you went out. I can't hear you.
this potentially being his last fight, or he just want maximum participation, maximum people to think that hey, he on his way out the door. You
Man,
know what I'm saying?
Earl
To
ain't
show
gone
up.
away. That's just something to draw people to the fight. I believe that's all that is. 'Cause they want to say, okay, this Earl is just a big fish. He's talking, he's gonna retire. We got to go see him. That's why they have it in Dallas. You feel what I'm saying? And I really truly believe, like I said before, if Earl, if some dude are going there and put them hands on Earl and they go the distance, they're gonna get a fight to Earl. I really believe that. Because that's something they want. But shit, I look at that picture you saw. I think was that yesterday you showed that picture of Fondu and Earl standing at that face to face. Man, come on, man. Got that Earl? You
Yes,
got
it seems significant side difference. You know what I'm saying? I was
yeah,
like, something's wrong. Like, god damn, that picture look
mhm,
crazy.
yeah. And like you said earlier, Turk talk about Bud and goddamn on Canelo more than he talk about Earl. Turk don't want to see that shit no more. That's why he ain't trying to make that damn fight. If that was a
Yeah,
fight, he really
he ain't trying to see that. He
he ain't trying.
knows when it comes down to Fundora and Crawford, he has two healthy fighters.
Yeah.
Turkey, Turkey shit, he want to see fights. He said he wants to see the fights. With Errol Spence, he knows there's the backstory of his accident and the residual effects that potentially may be affecting him. But but this right here, man, it just looks like damn. He looked like he got little freaking. His hands are small, like little baby mitts, man.
That look like that little Andre the Giant fight some damn body in it.
Right, right. Shout out to Andre, rest in peace, man. Like God
Oh yeah,
dang.
man. Did you see Bill Walter die today?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
I just seen that today.
OG, stay on topic. You
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere with the
I'm gonna
topics.
get
Hold
that.
on, I want to get.
What
Can
you
I
say?
show some? Can I show some? Hold on, Mr. Golden. I
Hold
wanted to show
on,
you.
hold
Remember?
on. Wait a minute, son.
Remember, I told you I was going to show you something. Just
Hold on
look
for
at the
a second.
camera. Speak your mind, but
Hold
look
on
at the
for a second.
camera.
Hold on, son, Mr. Professor, man. Let me.
Oh,
He'll get the chance.
okay.
Man, just look at the screen, bro. Damn.
We see your little award. Oh, bless your heart.
You know what
Madrimov.
I'm saying?
Congrats on that,
Yeah.
man. What is that?
Thank you.
What
Thank you.
what you was selling? The
No,
T-Mobile
I do. I
Massacre
run my own
shirts.
business and shit. So they have food. They have food vendors there, all kind of shit. So I do
Okay.
like I specialize in like I came up with my own like freezy juice. Like it's like a lemonade jungle juice. And then I do freeze dried candy too. I specialize in that for real, for real. You
Oh,
see in
that's what's
freeze
up.
dried candy. So yeah, I run my own business and shit. So I got that shit going. It's for the family and everything like that. Hand
So
it
you got
down.
an
So I'm sure.
LLC or something like that, or?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I'm all the way dialed in. I'm about to be I'm dealing with the Department of Agriculture right now, so I can get everything in the stores and shit like that too. So excuse my language, but
Hey, hit
just
me
wanted
up.
to
Hit,
show.
hit me up on IG there, Blue. Cause I wanted to ask
Okay,
you some information about what you talking about right now.
okay, I got you, boss. I got you,
You know
my
what I'm
guy.
saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
Just drop it in the here. I'll tell you
Nah,
my
It's
so
it's
Instagram
it's,
right
it's
now.
World Combat Sports and IG. Just World Combat Sports. That's all.
Okay,
It's
but
it's it's simple.
Yeah, well, I'll put my thing in there so you could just tap
Okay.
in with me real quick. I'll put it in the chat. You see what
Okay.
I'm
All
saying?
right. For sure.
Yeah, I got you, boss.
But I think Fundora really will beat him. You feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no pushover fight. Errol gonna have to get on the inside. He still damn sure can't stay on the outside, and that's gonna be a tall test. And especially if Fundora fight the same type of fight he fought Tim Zoo, he get anybody in trouble.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be him coming 15 months out the ring. And then, the punishment he took, you know how they always trying to put that tag on a fighter. They get beat up
Right.
like that. It's still gonna be lingering on them. So
Yeah, we got to see what his punching distance is now. You feel what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
like a joker holler about Earl to never be swollen like that. But when you ain't used to getting hit the way Bud hit you, your skin not tough enough to take them punches, man.
yeah.
He's not.
But Mr. Gold, he did take a break, so you never know, man. He took like a year off. Shit, I know I'm exaggerating, but
Yeah, but Blue,
No,
but
it
what
ain't
I'm
a year. It ain't a year yet. God damn it.
saying, yeah, this is about the year.
That's what I'm
But
saying. You
Blue,
know I'm
but what I'm saying,
exaggerating.
his whole career, I only seen two people really that lump Earl ass up. That was Sean Porter and Bud. They really put that work on that nigga and lump his ass up pretty good.
Ain't nobody did bit
No,
Earl the way Bud did him.
no, no, nobody did the way, but what I'm saying, you know, when you're not used to getting punched in your face like that, even though you're a fighter, you're not used to
Yeah,
nobody kicking you like that, so your skin
yeah.
can't adapt to that. You feel what I'm saying? You can absorb that shit, man. Then the fondue coming in, the fondue in no flop.
Well, I have
Shit,
to say he did take punishment against Kell Brook. He has been punched in the face
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
You talking about
That's
Errol
why.
Spence, correct?
Yeah,
yeah,
Errol Spence. Like
Yeah,
Errol
yeah.
Spence has
He took
been
some
punched
damage
in
in
the
that fight
face.
too.
yeah.
Hmm.
Fuck shit.
He's been so called tested, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So that's why they was calling him the truth, and he was a dog. And when he was heading to the fight with Crawford, they say how Crawford gonna handle the pressure, the jab, and
Hmm.
all that.
You better figure out how the hell he gonna get us got a long ass reach. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Ooh, that
even
jab, boy. Ooh.
even with Crawford, that wasn't with Fundora. That wouldn't have been a pushover fight. You feel what I'm saying? I would have loved
Yeah.
to see how Bud will neutralize that shit and try to get up in there on his ass. Cause that
On
motherfucker
who?
that on Fundora.
I mean, he might still fight Fundora though.
Yeah, he was still might fight.
Well,
Fundora.
it's gonna be after Earl though.
It depends. It depends.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be after Earl. They supposed to
Mhm.
fight next. That's gonna happen. But I'm just saying, Fundora
Hmm.
beats
Hello?
coming off that WBO title.
We
Yeah.
didn't
So,
hear the last 30 seconds what you said, boss.
oh well. Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear you
yeah,
now.
most definitely.
So, what I was saying is that he may still be able to fight Fundora. You know what I'm saying? He still may be able to get the win over Errol Spence,
Hmm.
and we see a unification to include Fundora's WBC title.
Hmm. That's
Hmm.
that's true. Like I said,
I
I
mean, he
would
has
love.
an 80-inch reach. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and Bud got
Mm.
it what? Bud got it what? 74.
Yeah,
74.
74
Yep.
inch reach, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
6 inches.
And Errol got what? 60? What? 68, 69.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Is
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
We'll see. I think that Earl. So I don't really care who wins in the fight. I'm honest with you. You
What,
know what I'm
between Errol
saying?
and
But
Fundora?
yeah, I really don't give a fuck. I would much rather see if it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying? Fundora
Yeah.
win, and the reason why is because I don't want them to play games when it comes to that. Because Turkey can influence them to still fight him for the belts. You see what I'm saying? Now, if Earl wins, they're gonna be trying to draw it out and do some bullshit to age him or something. I just don't have confidence in the PBC when it comes to moving Earl.
Who is
You see what I'm
Fundora
saying?
signed with though?
CBC.
Uh,
CBC.
You know what I'm saying? Who is
So
um,
Fundora
even,
signed with?
even
Both of them. That's why it's an in-house fight, Blue.
so they're
but
they're But I think the manager is willing to give him up as long as the
Uh,
money's right.
man, if the money was listen, the money would have been right for him to fight Bud Knight for both titles. They're trying to block Bud for getting undisputed right now. The money
Nah,
would have been
because listen, listen,
Kurt, listen, hold
listen.
on, bro.
Because
Kurt would have put that money up. That money would have been right. A unification bout, the WBO, and it would have the WB with a WBA, a WC title on the line. It would generate more money for him fighting
but
Bud.
oh, but check this out. Just how Bud went through with one belt and he ended up getting more money. Fundora can do the same thing.
But you
You
still
have to
miss.
understand where I'm coming from.
But
And
but
the
I
sheiks
understand where
won't
you
pay
come
that
from.
money that they're asking for.
But listen, but you're still missing what I'm saying. Why would
No,
you turn down
mhm.
more money? He can make more money now fighting Bud than he doing fighting Earl.
So
It's not.
they're
It's
gonna
all
make
about
more money. Okay, so listen. Yes, you're right. They're gonna make more money, but it would be still more money if after he loses the belt, right? He has one belt. All he has to do, Fundora has one belt. So all he has to do is beat Earl. He holds on to that belt, and then what's your name goes after Terrence Crawford fights this dude. He goes and fights the other dude with Matchroom, right? With he's the IBF dude. He fights the IBF title. He goes and fight him, beats him, and then he has three belts now. You see what I'm saying? He's
I
got
understand
three
what you're
belts,
saying, but I'm
and
telling you,
so that last belt, Fundora can fight him for even more money now.
but listen, this how I feel like they're gonna move it. If Fondu beat Earl, the Nate Fondu belt Fondu fight, they find they're gonna have, they're gonna beat Jamal Charlo. They're not gonna let him fight Bud right now because they're trying to keep Bud away from that. They're gonna keep everything in house for a minute.
I mean, what is that gonna have to do with him fighting for the final belt? Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly. That's my
understand
whole
what
point.
Blue talking. Blue saying he gonna
I'm
fight for the
talking
IBF at
right,
the end of the year and then come back around and fight for the WBC. So
Thank
right.
you.
let's just say Jamel Charlo and freaking whoever wins fight. Still, the belt's gonna be with PBC, right? And
Right.
there's still gonna be temptation from Turk Al Sheik because
For
he
the
Hmm.
has PBC fighters on his August 3rd card. They're gonna
right.
get the fight. They just
Yes.
wanted to give Errol Spence another payday, bro. You know, that's all.
Hmm.
They want to give him another
And
payday,
so
another opportunity.
yeah, and people would rather see Fundora fight Terrence Bud Crawford than Earl Spence again because they already know the out. We don't know the outcome. That's speculation, but we think we know the outcome because
We
of what
know the
we've seen
outcome
from
that
the
shit.
beginning.
Listen, you know the outcome
Correct.
that we know the outcome that
Huh?
shit. Bud gonna beat the shot of Earl ass.
You know that, but you know I'm
I
realist though, bro. You know what it is.
But it'll still sell though. It'll still sell.
Oh hell yeah, it's still gonna
It's
sell regardless.
it went down.
If Errol Spence get that WBC title, yeah, it's gonna sell. But
It's gonna
you know,
sell.
Hmm.
Jamel
It was
Charlo
sell.
come back in the scene. Jamel
Hmm.
Charlo should go to 160.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah, but
he should go to
none of them
160.
have to fight him though. If they want to just take a fight, just to take a fight, Fedor doesn't have Earl Spence or you know what I'm saying. Whoever wins the belt between Earl Spence and Fedor, they don't have to fight Jamil Charlo. Not unless somehow it's mandatory. You see what I'm saying? They don't have none of them. Terrence Crawford ain't got to fight him. Terrence Crawford just say, okay, one fight, and then boom. I want the fight now. I want to fight the winner of Fedor
I
Spence.
think Bud trying to become undisputed next year. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell
if
yeah, at the beginning of the year, bro.
he get past, he get past Montreal August 3rd. He gonna push. I think they're gonna push for the title by the end of the year, either the first of the year, for the IBF unification,
Hmm.
and then by this time here next year for the summer, fight for undisputed. That if PBC
Because
don't be on
Bud
that
said he wants
bullshit.
2 fights a year. So that'd be his 2 fights. One for
Right.
the belt. You see what I'm saying? For 2 belts in 1 year. For the belt that he's getting ready to go for right now.
That'll be
Belts, I
three.
should say. It would
That'll
be
be three
belts,
belts.
I should
That'll be
say.
three belts.
And then the other belt that he'll get, the IBF belt. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's 2 fights in this year. And then next year he could basically, and I guess he might even get that fight in the middle of the year with
But I feel like if he can do this here, let's say he fight the end of the year and he get IBF, then he fight sometime in May for
I'm back. I'm
undisputed.
back.
He fight sometime in May for undisputed, right? September he can go for Canelo of next year.
Mhm.
You feel
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean,
That'll be
you
undisputed
know,
brother.
Turk. the way Turk is talking, I don't know when he's gonna fit that match in there, but
Right.
let's just say, Bud scoop up these belts and become 3-time undisputed. This will, I think, Bud versus Canelo would be bigger, and I mean than any fight we've seen in a long time, include Floyd. I mean, Bud would now. Canelo can't use that excuse talking about Bud don't have nothing to offer. He become 3-time undisputed. Now we're talking about legacy versus legacy.
Right.
Now, he has something to offer already right now, but that motherfucker don't want to get in the ring with that man. That's all it is. He don't want to take a loss. Yeah, he just don't want to take that loss. You got to look at it, man. He knows what he's doing, what he's in store for. And not just that, he can get knocked out. There's a difference. There's not just you beat me. You have a chance of fucking knocking me out. And he knows this. And that's going to hurt his legacy worse than being beat by Terrence Crawford. That's why he want to hold off on that. I understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about a chess game. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And who's going to checkmate who?
I mean, think about it. If you was Canelo, what would you want to do? You gonna go in there and let this man knock you out that quick? You gonna try to stretch that shit out? And if you do fight him, you want it for the most motherfucking money possible. So
right now, Turk trying to put this 5 versus 5 together. Shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's already pretty much together, I think.
Yeah,
they already got that.
But 5 versus 5 don't have nothing to do with this mix up right here, though.
No, I'm saying,
Crawford ain't gonna be on no 5 versus 5 night.
No, Dubs. He trying to put a 5 with Crawford and Canelo. He come with a 5 versus 5. Yeah,
I know, but okay. What I meant to say is anytime soon, because from my understanding, I see Fresh said that Canelo, he ain't going for undisputed at 150. I mean, if he get Canelo, he ain't going for undisputed. I get where you at with it. That makes a lot of sense in the world. Granted, the money they're gonna make fighting each other, but I still would like to see Crawford get 3-time undisputed for real.
Well,
because he has company with him right now with the 2.
Yeah, but dumb shit. If he fight Canelo, that'd be for Canelo belt for undisputed at 168. He can get it that way.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Let's say if he can let undisputed at 154, if he fight Canelo, he going for 4 times.
Oh, hold on. How about this?
I doubt Canelo will still have all the belts by then, though.
Yeah.
Who you think gonna knock him off?
No, I'm talking about mandatories, bro.
Getting stripped if he's not fighting him. I guess.
Yeah, for real. You talking about mandatories, not so much people. Him getting his 3rd loss, but that'll come if he face Crawford. But I'm just saying, his mandatories. You know who they already talked about their hustle, right? They already mentioned the man Skull with a C. That's supposed to be his freaking IBF mandatory, dog. That dude Skull, that brother Skull that's like 29-0 ain't fought a trash can that was full in his career, dog.
Hey, look, but what if his motherfucking ass goes in there and upsets fucking Canelo, bro? That would be the shit.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This motherfucker just taps him and runs around the ring.
I don't know, man. I don't see Canelo allowing a fighter that has that many wins and ain't fought nobody to go in there and outwit him and be the fox. Nah. I don't see it, bro.
Well, I don't see it either. I'm telling you right now, I don't see it at all either. But you never know.
You remember Caleb Plant had that same game plan. Caleb Plant was going to stay, keep distance in boxing, and he ended up walking them down because he got tired. Them legs, man.
That pressure, man. That pressure mentally fatigue you.
Yep.
Sure will.
Man, not get off subject, Scott. I sat up here last night and I watched Bud and Prescott fight, right? And that's the first time in a long time I watched the whole entire fight. And just watch how that young man just move and how skillful he is. Man, boy, this animal, man. That's one of the best technical fights I've seen him fight.
Yeah, he got a killer instinct now.
Not to
He
Huh?
knock
does.
Stephen Stephen so-called Nelson, not to knock him, but when you're
Hold, hold,
watching
hold, hold,
when
hold on. Before you go, Stevie. What is it, WCF?
what?
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, I
What the
thought you were
hell,
saying
Goldie?
something. Oh, no, I thought they were making a comment after what I was saying about Bud and Prescott fighting with the skills.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, he definitely, had that killer instinct about him. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Yeah.
I got 2 points to make real quick, and it's gonna bounce around. But anyways, but still pertaining to Canelo. But the first one is about when you seen that workout when they were shadow boxing Terrence Crawford and
Hmm.
so-called Steve Nelson. You seen how fluid Terrence Crawford looked versus
Yeah,
so-called Steve Nelson. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see
yeah.
the difference. You know what I'm saying? And now to move on. Now Canelo released um, uh, 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 a sparring session between Benavidez and fucking Canelo.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, he released
Who
that
released
shit.
that?
Canelo did. He released that shit.
Oh, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying he's already trying to say like, look, man, he can't fuck with me. Period. I ain't worried about him. But I'm just like this. It don't really matter. That fight to me is like, because Benavidez was saying like, look, I can get you that 200 now. Don't worry about it,
Hmm.
even if it isn't the sheet. And I'm like, who the fuck you gonna get it from Amazon Prime? You think Amazon gonna put that money up from that shit?
No,
Come on, bro.
it could have been an investor, bro. It could have been someone
No, it could have been, yeah.
that's willing to be in the good graces of Grand Pooba Al.
hmm But you never know, man. That's why I
Because
said it's feasible.
Blue. Also, Benavidez said he was willing to take the minimal. All he wanted to
Yeah,
do is get in the ring. So
yeah. They were talking. People was talking about him taking like 10 million or 5 million. You know what I'm saying? Just to fight that man. But you know what, man? He deserves more than even giving him 20 million. Still be worth it. That's more respectable. If you're getting 200, we'll just say 150 million, bro. We'll just say 100 million. I think giving that man 20 million is worth it. You see what I'm saying? He fighting that man. He's been waiting to fight this man. I don't. You know what? I can't. I'll speculate when I say that. But it seems like this is what he's trying to project. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? That he's been wanting to fight this man for years upon years. So if that's the case, give that man his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Give him 20 million at least. That's how I feel. I think he deserves that. You see what I'm saying? Even if he goes there and loses, you know what I'm saying, or wins, he deserves that, man.
yeah,
And then
for
have a
sure.
rematch, clause in that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo might say, "Fuck a rematch, motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? I ain't fight you again, just like how he did Bivol.
Yeah, I don't like where Canelo's at, his headspace at right now, because he's just acting like a prima donna. He ain't trying
hmm
to. He ain't. He's pretty much relinquished his what we knew Canelo fighting the right people. He's just trying to just get the higher paydays, and he ain't
Yeah,
fighting who we want him to
yeah,
fight.
yeah. But that's why his fights ain't putting out the money. See what it is nowadays, and this is what I feel like. I feel like people are starting to see through the smoke screen. They're starting to clear smoke out. So they're like his last fight didn't make that much. He didn't do that. What was it? Was it like what 500 to 600 pay-per-views? That ain't shit to what he's normally used to doing. 800 plus easy. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, he's in his last fight before that. Did he do good?
I don't really get into the numbers. All I know is there's another fighter. John Ryder went the distance. Jamel Charlo went the distance. Jaime McGill
Mm-hmm.
went the distance. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
he's not getting that money off these fighters like that, like he used to, though. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? And that's my point of what I'm saying. People are starting to get hip of what's really going on. So they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, you putting these fights on, but motherfucker, we getting tired of paying for these fights, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't seeing who we want to fight, who we want to see you fight. You know what I'm saying? The real fights. Because we feel, I'm pretty sure his Mexican fans feel like he can beat those people. You see what I'm saying? Being delusional or not, they still feel like that.
hey, big shout out to Jones in the building. What's good with it?
Yo, my man, what's up, Cap, man? What's up, OG? Hey,
I'm good, bro. You?
man, can't complain. Can't complain, man. I was listening in from the gym, and then shit, I'm gonna go eat barbecue later. But I was like, shit, I ain't doing shit. I might as well hop up and fuck with the fan real quick.
Yeah, I'm about to
man.
barbecue later on too, man. I'm about to do some oysters and shit, but
it's a good day. What was the topic? Because I
Y'all
was
some bougie niggas on some
now
oysters. Y'all some rich bougie niggas.
you get out the gas thing. Hey, look, I got my own sauce
Oysters.
too, nigga. I got my.
I'm in the group full of brothers talking about oysters.
I got my own sauce. I'm gonna start producing out, putting out there too, my guy. I got my own sauce.
No, I get slabs, baby. I get slabs, man. We got got to do barbecue chicken. You know what I mean? Hot dogs, links. Hey, man, come on now. I ain't putting no oysters in there. I don't know. I don't really think of oysters for barbecue for some reason.
I ain't never know you can. I know you can fry oysters, but I don't know, man.
I like them for days, like with girls and shit, you know. But.
Yeah. See, goddamn, I really got some sedity cats on deck. For real. You buy your girl oysters? Okay. All right. I got damn. Okay. All right.
So look, we got our own sauce. Hold on, Mr. Gold. I want to say something about these oysters real quick. So check this out. Yeah, I'm doing oysters, right? But I got my own sauce that you know what I'm saying, they used to have in sauce, you know what I'm saying? But now we make the sauce ourselves.
What?
And it's really good. So we're gonna start actually moving this sauce no matter what. We're gonna start moving this sauce, goddammit, because it's really worth it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a sauce you could pretty much use on anything, you know what I'm saying? And that's real shit. You know,
that's good shit right there, man.
This sauce is so fucking good, bro. When you put it on the oysters and you add some butter to it, bro, it's fire as fuck. Bro. Listen, I'm trying to tell you something, man. I'm trying to.
Hey, man, do me a favor. Send me an oyster in the mail, man, with the sauce in it. You know, throw it in an envelope, man. Throw it in an envelope.
I'm gonna put that. Nah, what I'll do is because you got my Instagram, right? Did you?
Yeah, I just followed you, man. Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna look at this shit. What I could do is I could actually literally send you some shit with the oyster. You know what I'm saying? And freeze it. You know what I'm saying? Lock it down and just have it overnighted to you. Where I don't know where you stay at, but we can figure that if you truly want to fuck with it. You know
I stay in the A, man. You know what it is, bro.
It's all good, my
we'll
guy.
Talk behind the scenes.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Don't stress. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all talk. I'll give me like a minute. I'm talking to my lady on my other phone.
1 minute.
So I got me
Carlos
some
on deck. What's good? Go ahead, John.
Oh no, I was gonna say
what's good, y'all. What's good, y'all?
What's good,
Lo?
Shit, the way these two dudes is talking, I'm about to be at one of their houses with a to-go plate.
For real, right? That's if they cooked enough.
You know
how we do.
Barbecue. I need some barbecue.
You know how we do. They ain't cooking. They ain't cooking in an excess of when it comes to oysters. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep that for their own private. You know what I'm saying? To eat later when the company leave and shit like that.
That's why you gotta stay cool with all your aunties, man. All the girl cousins, man. They gonna do all that. You just gotta show up with me. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I got a brother. He has his own business, man. I've been eating barbecue all day. He has his own business. He's a cook. Mm-hmm. And he did, man. He got a grill, big ass motherfucker, man. He cooking everything on that bitch. So
hey,
I'll show up with the cups and ice.
Yo, I was looking at the topic, man. Yo, I don't like that fight for Spence, man. I don't think Spence gonna be able to do it.
I said the same thing, but of course, I have the people that hit me up and tell me I'm still hating on him and all that. I'm not hating on the brother, bro. I just don't think he can get it done. I think Crawford punished him too much.
You know what, man? I think for me, looking at it just from both angles, like just looking at it, for Fundora's active, man. I always see him in there with somebody. And the thing is, at 154 for Spence, that's a weight change. That's going up. You ain't never really.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying that you can't do it. I just ain't never seen you do it. So you did.
For sure, right?
You did, right? So when I look at that, okay, you coming off. You never was active a lot before you fought Crawford. You went in there and took a beat down. You did, and so coming off of that, and then you took another layoff. And then so for me to bet EJ a bet on EJ versus Fundora and go against Fundora when he's been active, I ain't gonna do it. I just don't see him getting out of there. I don't. And I no disrespect to Earl, but yo, you asking a lot. I don't know what your team telling you, man, but hey, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
To be honest with you,
he said, "Hey, man, hey,
to be honest,
hey, man, hey, you know what it is." Hey man, I ain't here to argue with you, man. Hey.
Man. What they telling you, dog? I don't know what they telling you, man.
I'm kind of think of it in, like in this sense of Errol Spence. We've said Errol Spence needed to move up to 154 years back, right? Because it looked like he was just too big for his division. I honestly think he's going to have a new energy. Now, I'm not the biggest Errol Spence fan. I'm just saying I think he has a much better chance in this fight than what people are giving him. I think he's going to be more comfortable as far as weight. And I think Fundora makes a lot of mistakes for a man his size. That's going to benefit Earl, in my opinion. But
as much as I wanted to clown
Carlos,
as much as I wanted to clown Carlos, he is making a good point though. You are making a solid point though.
Yeah. Man,
I just think he's got a better chance. It depends. Huh?
No, I was saying for anybody to say that EJ don't have a chance, that would be disrespectful to him. To me, in my opinion, you know what I mean. But I go ahead. I do agree with. No, keep rocking because that was a point that I agree with.
Now, I think Fundora can outlast Errol Spence in the sense of his volume, and he's just a tough motherfucker. Like he can take a punch, and I don't think Errol is necessarily a one punch type of guy. He gets you on volume. So if he's able to, cut his angles down and catch him in the corner, I think Errol can win in the sense of just, points and just outworking Fundora. But I believe it's going to be a good fight. I believe it's going to be a bloodbath. Somebody's going to bleed. But I don't know who's going to win, to be honest with you. I might pick somebody closer to the fight, but I kind of like Errol Spence's chances in this fight. Better than a lot of people saying. So,
damn.
I'm not sure. It's not. That's
stand on all 10 there, Carlos. I wasn't expecting you to say that, but it is what it is. It's all good. Shout out to Rachel Donner, the queen on deck. I see you. Salute. Dang. So you give Errol Spence the chance. I want to ask you what you've been doing all day. Have you been off work? You've been chilling? What?
I've been chilling, man. I'm off work today. I just been chilling. I've
you
just
been
looking
drinking
at
and smoking a little bit today? What you been doing, man?
I'm smoking right now.
Okay, I'm just trying to find out how you calmly putting that statement out there. I'm just trying to find out what the reasons would be behind it.
Well, I'm looking at it in the sense of really Fundora's style. He doesn't use his style as a big man. He gives himself up for someone like Errol Spence's style.
So let me ask you this though. Okay, I get it. I don't disagree with you as far as what you just said, but I'm saying if you take what you're saying, Fundora, some of the areas that he have his weaknesses, don't you believe, or wouldn't you say that Errol Spence has predictability? Errol Spence has predictability. So when you're talking about predictability against somebody who has shown to be a little bit more versatile, he came in there with an accurate jab his last fight with Tim Tszyu. That's all I'm saying. Fundora has shown that he can use his versatility with his boxing IQ. So that's why I'm kind of giving him the edge over Spence, because he does the same thing for so many fights, man. He's done the same thing.
That's true. That's what I was saying. The volume of Fundora could be a problem for Errol. But then I also said in the same sense, he could be coming in with a new energy, new coach. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's going to be a whole new fighter, but we really don't know. But as far as the predictability, of course, you know what I mean? He's still going to have those flaws in the ring.
You know what scared me about that, y'all? Because when I think of EJ, man, it'd be different, with EJ switching to a trainer when EJ was just a fluent fighter, where it was just like he had different, his IQ was athletic. If he did all that, EJ has a system type of style.
Yeah.
And Derek James had a system, and EJ repeated that system. How long that man been in boxing? What? How long EJ been boxing?
13? About 12.
He came on there since 2012.
Right. So think about it. He a system fighter. So to switch a trainer, going against in a weight class against Fundora who do what he do, that's another thing that jumped out to me too. In no respect, I think he got a chance. Like you said, the energy, I agree with that. But man, it's gonna be hard to get that system out your mind after you get hit a couple times. It's just gonna be hard.
You talking about the system that he been with?
Yeah, that because
Derrick James for I don't know how long.
Yeah, because EJ is GJ box you in circles. DJ he box you in circles, keep his guard up, jab, but you can damn near predict what he gonna do if you get the system and get the flow. I mean, now he's going to a different trainer, but that you know how we are. Humans are creatures of habit, creatures of like, yeah, you know what I mean. Your mind is wired like that.
But check this out though, Jones. When you say like, okay, for the longest time, Spence was fighting the same style, right? And then we seen, I can't really say Anthony Joshua, right? I mean, because he did fight differently when he was with Robert Garcia. Okay, but when you seen Ryan Garcia go in there, Ryan Garcia was known to be a flat-footed fighter. But when he got on Derrick James, when he went in there and fought Duarte, he fought a little bit different. But when he went in there and fought Haney, he definitely fought a different fight. I just don't know how much credit to give Diddy James about that performance, but he showed that a fighter can come out his stable and fight different now.
So hold on,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's more so Diddy James or Ryan Garcia.
No, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
So look, I want to say something if you don't mind me piggybacking off what you just said. Now check this out. This is how I feel. After Anthony Joshua signed up with that fight and went under Derrick James, he came out fighting differently. I do believe Derrick James is a good coach. I have to give him his credit because I thought personally that I saw that Derrick James gave improvements when it came to Anthony Joshua. This is how I feel.
So you think Joshua was actually listening, or it was the fact that?
Yes, okay, I do. I think that he took what he took from him and learned what he learned, and then he moved on. You see what I'm saying? So I think he did learn something. So he added something to his repertoire when it came down to that. So I do believe that because I felt like honestly that he was a better fighter after he left Derrick James.
So you're saying his performances when he was with Diddy James was Jermaine Franklin? Wasn't Joshua with him with Jermaine Franklin?
Yep.
And then who did he fight after Jermaine Franklin on Diddy James? He only had 2 fights.
Yeah, I was gonna say he only had 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? But he fought.
He had Robert Helenius. He did not look good to me against Robert Helenius. He was getting touched up.
Me neither. He didn't look good.
That's all I'm saying, bro. He was getting touched up.
What you're saying. I feel like sometimes you can look. All I was saying is I thought he looked a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Technique wise. So maybe I should say it like that, technique wise. Now that doesn't mean he's going to implement it because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you might be fresh with it on your first fight, and then your second fight, you're like, man, I don't need that shit no more. You're going to lose it. But when that did help you a little bit.
But you know what? But check this out. Back to WCS point, but check it out. See, that's a question mark to see how EJ gonna perform without Derrick James.
Yeah, you're right. But
think about it. Sometimes your fighter, sometimes somebody's ability is the perfect ability for your coaching ability. Sometimes it's just like that. You know what I mean?
To influence that fighter to do more, come out better. Yeah.
Think about it. So if I look at, I'm just saying just with the topic with going against Fundora, because I mean EJ, I think he got a chance, but there's so many ifs in that I would, as a betting man, as a businessman, I can't even go against Fundora. With the layoff and the trainer switch, and you a systematic kind of fighter, yo, you got a lot on your plate, huh? I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I have a question. WCS, can you improve on a system?
Yeah.
Can you improve a system? All right.
Yeah,
now this all depends on Arrow. Now this all depends on Arrow, in my opinion, of course. Now, of course, like going back to what Blue was saying and Swat and you guys were saying, he definitely got to listen to who's ever training him, right? And he also has to pick that right trainer that's gonna improve on his style, because I think he can. Whoever the trainer is,
absolutely.
And that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Who you think? Who you think though?
That's what I was trying to say.
Who you think is in the lineup, man?
With AJ, I can't answer that because AJ switches up his trainers like his underwear almost right now.
No, I'm talking about.
Maybe he tuned out Derek. Maybe him and Derek relationship just ran out of steam. You know what I mean? It's like a head coach and like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. After all them years together, you hear the same damn philosophies. He probably tuned Derek out. You know what I mean? After a while, and then egos, whatever else happens. But,
Earl,
Who do you think
know
gonna be his
about
next
that.
coach?
I don't know.
Earl's still right there
he
with Derrick
second-guessed
James.
himself after that loss.
Earl ain't got no new trainer. He's still right there with Derrick.
OG. No, not when they in
Derrick
court.
don't made up.
Not when they in court. Come on, man.
So
you think
like
they're gonna
that.
put?
Garcia for
So you trying to say
That
you trying to
part.
say they're gonna be on a cordial relationship when it comes to training? When Errol Spence initially, when he went to Derrick James, they didn't have nothing to say to each other for 2 years. For 2 years, and he gonna go back after all the media publicity and him not paying Diddy James. He gonna go back to him.
And not
This is
just that, you went
this is a fraud.
ahead and tried to
This is
jump the
like
train
Florida
just to
and
sue
Tank.
him.
They're just like Florida and Tank. That's all the publicity.
Nah, man. No.
I can guarantee you, WCS. I can guarantee you, WCS. If they ever in court, Derrick James is going to sound more clear than ever in his life.
Yeah, Derrick James ain't fucking with Earl Spence no more, bro. Listen, Derrick James done made it so super clear that he's not fucking with Earl Spence no more. He said, "Nah,
the whole new
past is in
accent.
the past. I am good. Yeah, I'm good. What happened in the past is in the past.
He ain't messing with Errol no more, man. I
Nah,
can't see him.
you went out your way. You went out your motherfucking way to go beat me before when you heard I'm suing you. You went out your way to go put your petition in. Man, you a fuckboy as far as I'm concerned.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Derrick James back in EJ corner and Derrick James in control of throwing the white towel, watching EJ get his ass whooped after all of this? Can you imagine that? Nigga, I ain't throwing that towel. You gonna get your ass whooped in the day.
It ain't happening, bro.
Hey, that's a good point, my nigga. Yeah, you wouldn't want him cornering you at all, because the nigga, he was just probably like, I ain't throwing that to you. Right, god damn.
That nigga still in town, bro.
Hey, that nigga get beat. Hey, look, that nigga gonna get brain damage fucking with Derrick James.
This might be crazy. This might be a crazy thought, but with fucking them, with WCS saying that they didn't basically talk for 2 years, do you think, and even though Bud still would have whipped his ass, do you think EJ kind of quit on that fight beforehand?
What fight?
And we're just like,
on what fight? On
what fight?
Because versus Bud, since they said that him and Derrick basically
their
relationship already had tension, is what I'm saying.
He ain't quit, man.
That nigga is smart.
If you gonna quit, look how much embarrassment he had doing adversity. The embarrassment he had to fight through, and also him getting off the canvas and still fighting Crawford to the 9th round. Come on, man. No, he didn't quit,
and then going
bro.
to the press conference too and sitting down.
Going to the press
conference. No, what I'm saying,
during that talk that he had
to go through,
he quit fighting questions.
I respect it.
No, I'm not saying he quit fighting. What I'm saying is he quit on Derrick, like just say fuck what you got to say. I'm just gonna go in there and do my thing.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
It's possible. That's a different perspective.
I can't
different.
It's possible. I can't answer that.
I never questioned Errol Hart.
You could be right on that.
I kind of do.
That nigga probably saw him in the corner with all that shadow boxing. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Hey, look. After that nigga Terrence knocked that nigga down with the jab, he was like, "This nigga, what the fuck this nigga teaching me?" You know what I'm saying?
I wish everybody stopped saying, "What am I hitting with a combination to put a damn guy?" It was the one.
Hey, by the 6th round, Errol was like, "Motherfucker, do you want me to take
the jab?" Hey, OG, the jab did put him down though. It was on it was on the end of a combination, but the jab put him down.
That nigga got put down with an atom bomb. Listen,
man.
that was an atom bomb. Go ahead and break it down, WCS. How you been breaking it down the way you do? An atom bomb. You know what I'm saying?
EJ probably like, what hand he hit me with, man? He's like, I hit with your left. I mean, I could swear he hit me with the right, man. Nah, I hit with your left. You with your left. Go back out there. You got it. You got to go there.
Oh, shit.
He didn't know where them shits was coming from.
If y'all go back and look at that fight, the second round, Earl really wanted to quit in the second round. He wanted to quit in that second round.
How?
You think Bud
wanted to quit? I don't see how he wanted to quit. I don't see that.
Hold on. When Earl got up, right? Earl was okay. When referee told that nigga, he was stumbling like a motherfucker. He started stumbling like a fake ass stumble to me in that second round. Any more second, he got dropped, but he got right back up, and then like he hesitated about stumbling coming out the corner, like he really hurt. That nigga, you want to quit.
See, now he could have been trying to get his wits together because he didn't want to quit. You know how sometimes niggas, sometimes when you in that kind of state, you don't know what's really going on. You don't know what your facial expressions are. You don't know any of that. What you know is you're trying to recover and get back in a position of fighting this man.
Man,
and he said it himself. He said in the interview, he said, because somebody asked him, like, how did you feel when you got knocked down? Shit, I wanted to get up and get my get back. I wanted to go in there and keep fighting. So if he wanted to quit, that man would have quit, bro. Like, I don't know. You could be right, Mr. Goldie, because I'm speculating. I don't truly know.
Hey, OG, man,
No,
but I ain't gonna lie.
I
I don't believe that. I believe that man was like, what the fuck? Okay, I got to get my shit together. I'm gonna get up. Woo, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's how I feel.
Go ahead. Deputy Secretary. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think I didn't see no signs that he wanted to quit. He wanted to out. No, I mean, it was early in the fight. Yes, his face was beginning to get bruised up and everything, but I don't think he was looking for a way to quit, man.
No. What?
Headed back to Texas too? Nah, bro.
Hell
no.
That
nigga had that pumpkin face after the fight.
Yeah, he had that pumpkin face. It started to have that pumpkin face in the second round, didn't he?
What I saw, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Pumpkins, when you go pick the pumpkin, you got to pick the right pumpkin because that motherfucker be bruised all over. You can't just pick every pumpkin.
What I saw in that second round, like anybody been in the fight or just even seen it, like how when your confidence, you go in there and you don't know what that shit gonna feel like or be like. You just pump with adrenaline, but you you're just waiting to see what that blow gonna be like. And I think when Spence got in there with Terrence, he really seen that nigga was strong. And I think when he saw that and Terrence put him on the ground, I think that was like deflation. And your ego and all that shit going in your mind when that shit happened in front of everybody. That's what I don't think he wanted.
When that point really happened,
he got up and took a beating for that.
Yeah. And when he really felt like that, though, right, bro?
That man got back up. And
OG, when he really felt like that, right? When he ran up on Terrence Crawford and Terrence Crawford pushed him back.
Yeah, he did that shoulder bump. He shoulder bumped him off.
When Terrence Crawford pushed that nigga half across the ring, that's when he realized, then, nigga, this nigga stronger.
With a big dog. You in there with a big dog.
And this little nigga smaller than
that man. Bud punched that man square in the mouth, and Errol said, "Oh shit,
yeah, buddy." I think I did for him. If he didn't say it in his head, I was like,
"Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. That how this occurred, how you feel let down, like how you feel like what the fuck is going on here? Like you start questioning yourself, like after I know when he got pushed back, he had to question himself. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, bro. He had to question himself, like, damn, this nigga strong as fuck. What the fuck? What the fuck? I guarantee that nigga was saying that shit in his head, like, what the fuck? This nigga just pushed me like
I might have
that.
to shoot this motherfucker. I might have to shoot this motherfucker.
Hey, Derek James, get in the ring with me, nigga. Get in the ring with me. You know what I'm saying?
All that shadow boxing.
He was looking for Tanya Hardin. He wanted Tanya Hardin and goddamn hit him in the ankles.
Hey, that's what's up.
Hey, do you think even if there was like 20 more seconds left in that second round, I know instinctually Bud probably would have just tried to finish him off, but knowing it's a big fight and knowing Bud has already figured him out, you think he would have still tried to carry him or would have just been done right there in a second?
If you look at it,
Bud was at the point where he
Bud went in for the kill. Bud went in for the kill, but the Bud bell season.
I think his instincts would have just kicked in and said, "Oh shit, I knocked him out in a second. My bad. Let me get these belts."
I think it's a reason Bud took it to the 9th round for real.
Carried.
There's a lot of money. It was a lot of money. Yeah, to punish him. He said he was gonna break him like Kunta. So he took him and kept on embarrassing.
I apologize, brother. I thought you were talking about in the 9th round. I didn't know you were talking about the 2nd round. So that's why I answered the way I answered. So my apologies.
I thought it was over the 7th round when he knocked him down twice. I thought it was like, oh, that man's done after this. Let him get him one more time. It's a wrap. He got saved by the bell again.
I knew he was. Look, Bud could have got him out of there in 5 or 6. 6 for sure. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but but then I seen how upset people was at Bud. I think Bud had something to do with putting PBZ where they at. And not to say out of business, but I think he fucked up some money. And that's why I think Al was mad at EJ. EJ made that shit happen. And he paid a big one for that one. That's just my assumption, but
do y'all think that Terrence Crawford could have got that man out of there in the 3rd round? I believe he really could if he wanted to. What do y'all think?
Bud
Oh, he was
after
out there
Bud
the second.
second round.
15 more seconds. He was done in the second.
No,
After
I
Bud
understand that, but
second round,
you know, the bell
Bud
rang.
came out that third round. He came out that third round to impress Earl at all. Because normally when Bud get
Yeah,
hurt,
that's what I'm saying. He could
go ahead
have.
and yeah. But like Double said, ever said, he stepped back for a reason. He could got like,
Yeah,
he
no, but my question, yeah, come on, Mr. Golden, answer the question. Do you think he could have beat him in the third round? That's what I'm asking.
you heard what I
That's
say.
all. Thank
He
you,
let
thank
out
you,
the guy
bro.
in the third
I
round.
said
He
that.
didn't put him in the third round. He did.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Bud did exactly what Earl said he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Earl said he was gonna break Bud down, and Bud broke his ass down.
Hey, I guarantee you that motherfucker was crying, bro. I guarantee you went home and cried. I'm not saying this to talk shit or anything like that, but I'm gonna put it to you like this. If I took an ass whooping like that and I held myself in the high stakes like that, and then I realized, nigga, I'm nowhere near as good as I thought it was, and you know, niggas just put me up on a hype job, nigga, I might have shed a tear too, like, damn, this nigga beat the fuck out of me, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do to beat this nigga? Like,
Well,
Hey, Bud
I ain't
wasn't
gonna
losing
tell
on
you.
his mom's birthday.
I bet my
man,
money
I'm a
on.
grown ass man. I don't cry, nigga, like that, but I've cried before, nigga, for my daughter, nigga, and shit like that. But nigga, that
I cried
instance
for
right
Earl.
there, I might have cried, nigga. Listen, I'm telling you, that ass whooping right there, I might have cried because I've been questioning myself, nigga, about my skills. Shit, nigga, that made me want to get in the ring and even go harder. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
He just got his ass whooped. That's all to it.
I know when he jumped in the ring with Fundora, he didn't seem like he shed a tear back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he was ready to get back in there and shed another tear.
Hey, look,
You're gonna get his ass beat
I ain't
against
shed no tear.
Fundora.
Listen. Just because you shed a tear don't mean you have to show you shed a tear. Goddamn it! Come on
Absolutely.
now, come
Hey,
on,
where you
WCS. You
think?
know
Cried
that.
all the way
Hey,
to the
You
what you
bank.
know
think?
what I'm
Where y'all?
talking about,
Hey,
WCS.
I'm just saying,
hey,
I don't know.
where y'all
You
think he
know,
You
gonna find
know
the
that
car
shit
came
is
from?
real.
Nigga. He
Huh?
gonna find the car.
Nigga, you
Probably
don't
crying all
gotta
the way
show,
to the
nigga.
bank.
He ain't. Yeah, thank you, nigga. Shit, nigga, I'm gonna get in that ring and do what you told me to do. Get up in the ring, okay, cool. Shit, yeah, nigga, yeah, man. You know the big fish. I'm the big dog now, nigga. He didn't even. He talking so crazy where he even say he the big fish anymore. I'm the big dog now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, y'all be good, man. Be safe on this Memorial Day, man. I gotta go, man.
for
Hey, man,
sure.
stay right
Appreciate you
All right,
there.
bro.
pulling up as
Be safe.
always, John. Salute,
Nigga,
bro.
be easy,
Man, salute.
man.
All right, that's right.
No doubt. Yeah, man. I know what you're talking about with tears. I don't know. It's yeah. He probably had some down moments. You know, real
You
talk.
feel me?
He
That's
talking
all
to
I'm
his
saying.
kids. You know, these fighters have to go
Yeah,
through a recovery period when they're all bruised and swollen, where
yeah. That's all
they
I'm
probably
saying.
don't even
That's
want
all
their
I'm
kids
saying.
to see him. You know,
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, being just on some real shit. Like, you know
but
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what can bring
Sometimes,
that swelling down just a little bit. When your girl walk in the room, the
Money.
swelling can go down just a little bit. I mean, that one-on-one time that can help the swelling
yeah,
go down just a little bit.
yeah. You ain't thinking about the flow no more, boy. You like,
Yo,
Yeah.
listen, babe.
I let the nigga
Yeah,
girl
Fuck
get
them
home.
frozen peas. I'm putting that check on my swollen eye.
Look
yeah,
here.
real talk, right?
Listen, I bet that
That
nigga
shit'll
girl
make
look
the
at this
swelling go
ass
down real quick.
up. That nigga
Hey,
girl
What
told
hey,
me
now?
nigga
hey,
get home. That nigga girl
that
said,
girl,
"Dad,
hey, she probably was crying while they making out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, daddy, get it, daddy.
oh my
You know you the
poor baby,
best.
you can't
Beat
even
this shit
look."
up, daddy. You know you got it. Fuck Terrence Crawford, daddy. He like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What you was
Why
saying,
on vacation?
Golden?
That nigga girl told me, say, "Oh poor baby, he beat your ass like that. Don't you get back in the ring with him?" She just beat that nigga. Hey,
Now, I think his girl, she's all about the material aspect. So she was absolutely trying to take care of the moment and get him right, take his mind off of
Mm-hmm.
it, and encourage him to get back in the goddamn training.
not
Cause you know what I'm
not
saying?
the
Cause
fight
she got to
was,
get taken care of too.
Baby.
She got to get taken care of too.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not the
Baby,
fight
They
take
ain't
me
was.
even
shopping to
married.
make you feel better.
Listen. They ain't even married.
Correct. They ain't
Take me
married,
shopping
but
to make you feel
Yeah.
better,
what
Errol.
the
So
arrow
you know
say?
so that means
What the
she really gonna confine it to him and basically accept what he got to offer because the simple fact is they ain't married.
what the
You
arrow
know what I'm
say
saying?
when that he was doing after the fight? He was punching his passport. So she liked to travel.
Mm-hmm.
She liked the finer things in life. So that's where
That's why
she at with it.
That's
Yeah, she
why.
was giving out that booty,
That's why
boy.
he can't pay. That's why he can't pay Derek James.
Hey,
Yeah.
that nigga probably had the most sex he had in his life, nigga, in the penthouses that he was in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
He had recovery sex, boy. Every
For
minute.
real.
Woo, baby, you know what time it is. And shit.
I
Baby, I got you.
mean,
Don't
shit,
even worry
it
about
ain't nothing like your girl nursing you back to health now. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's listen. A lot of people might be thinking that I'm bullshitting, like I'm talking shit, but I really ain't talking shit. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all have to understand, like, honestly, your better half can put you in a better position, and be thankful that you have somebody, you know what I'm saying, to help you out in that situation. Because sometimes fighters don't have that. People don't have that in the situations that they go through. You see what I'm saying? So be thankful that you're in that kind of situation where you have somebody that's going to look out for you when you're down. You see what I'm saying? And that's real
true.
shit.
That's
All
real.
right, I'm going, man. Phone going dead. I'm gonna try to catch y'all on rebound.
All right, for
All right,
sure.
Mr. Golden.
Hey, hold on real quick. Golden. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
I got some of that ashwagandha. I want to tell y'all.
No, man. Don't won't bother hitting me up on the DM, man. No.
It's a supplement, bro. Like it's straight up.
Oh,
bro.
okay. My bad. I thought we was gonna get tested, bro.
No. The
snack now.
ashwagandha that Ryan said. I got the supplement, ashwagandha.
So what does it say on it? Can you elaborate what it says on that, my guy?
Oh man, I can get it. Hold up.
Yeah, go get that shit and read the label, please.
Give me 1 second.
I want to hear this shit.
Every time Earl walk around the house with his shoulder slump.
What's up?
Hold up, Blue.
Every time Earl walk around the house with his shoulder slump, his girl talking about, "You still my champ, boo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already know.
He said, "You still my champ, boo." Don't worry about them, boo.
Yeah.
No, it's just me and you against the world, boo.
Yeah. You know how it is. That's what I said, man. Your significant other can put you in a position to where, bro, they can uplift you when you need to be uplifted.
Hold on, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, because I gotta go. But I've been meaning to get up there and tell WCS this shit. I got it.
And what milligrams you got?
I got so let me see. Spring Valley extra strength ashwagandha, 1,300 milligrams per serving.
Okay.
And then
have you been able to get it in your system yet?
Yeah, I've been taking it for about 3 days, and I've been going I've been going to the gym, but I don't know what to do yet. But hey, I got it though, and it's right up the counter. Huh?
How many niggas from Vegas you done knocked out so far?
You said
We're gonna be swollen a week.
You said what?
Hey, W says
How many niggas from Vegas you knocked out already? You didn't get the joke.
No,
you didn't get the
damn,
joke.
that many?
Yeah. I don't roll on the ground no more. I just do muscles is for imagery purposes only. I just hold. I carry, nigga. Hey, y'all be safe, man.
All right, for sure.
That was a good one right there. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that ashwagandha, man. It's believe it or not, like Ostarine. I say a lot of people did not know what freaking ashwagandha was until Ryan mentioned it, and they didn't know what Ostarine was. You know, they still don't know.
That man gonna be impenetrable in like 2 months.
It takes a while for the substance to saturate your body, though.
Yeah, they said it takes a while.
Get in your system.
For him to take it in the fucking, for him to take it that day, it didn't help him. It doesn't help him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You tested clean. You were clear. The other test that you were taking, the 2 tests that you took.
But he was on ashwagandha when he was taking those tests. He came back negative. I thought he said he was taking ashwagandha.
No, he couldn't have been because listen. He couldn't have been, and the reason why
I know where you're going. You're gonna say, okay, he had his supplement put in for testing, and his ashwagandha might have been contaminated, but that's not going to make sense because if he was on ashwagandha and getting tested and they came back negative, well, this is none and void. If you gave them this supplement to get tested, no, they ain't the official word. They haven't came back yet.
No, so what I was going to say is, what I'm saying that he took it the day of. I'm saying
I thought he was taking it through fight camp.
I don't know. I don't remember him saying that. So maybe I might be.
Yeah, he said the only thing I was taking was ashwagandha, and all my tests came back negative. But now since he popped for Ostarine, he's saying,
Well,
okay,
then that
maybe I
wasn't
had a
it then,
contaminated
nigga. So
supplement then.
yeah, that's not it. So don't sit there and say that, nigga. All of a sudden your test was clear before and now it's not. I mean, but hold on. So let me say this. Now you know alcohol and weed mask PEDs. And he
I mean,
said
it's
he
a
was
lot of
drinking.
things that mask
Yeah,
PEDs.
but he wasn't taking weed because if he was taking weed, it would show up. So he was stunting about that. But the
Correct.
alcohol, because he was taking tequila, he was drinking tequila. I do believe he was doing that no matter what. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? And that
What about
is a
wine?
masking agent. No matter what anybody says, that is a true masking agent when it comes to alcohol, that I'm saying. And when it comes to basically for PEDs. So yes, he could have been doing that and it could have been masking it. And then all of a sudden he wasn't drinking of the fight. He might have stopped and shit like that. And then it was exposed. So you could be 100% correct with WCS. So I'm gonna fall back and because I'm gonna agree with you because the simple fact is, yes, you could be right. You could be right. God damn it. And that's a fact.
So that's the official word. He popped dirty, right? That's the official word, right?
He popped dirty.
Okay.
He popped dirty. But it could have been a contaminant, or he was taking it and it was being masked because of the alcohol.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So you're not gonna drink that much when it comes down to the fight. Like when you're actually like a week before that, you're gonna be training, you're gonna be doing whatever the fuck you can be doing.
I thought he was drinking wine, so he was drinking tequila now.
He said tequila. His dad even said, his dad, Henry, even Garcia said he was drinking hella fucking tequila. That's stronger than wine.
Yeah, yeah.
So no matter
I don't
what,
know who to believe. I don't know who to believe in this situation.
We don't. So that's why I said it's all speculation. So no matter what, like I could be right. You could be. Look, I'm not right. I'm just going off speculation. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong, and I don't even care if I'm right.
That even looks bad. Worse for fucking Devin though. You got a motherfucker that say he was drinking during camp and shit, and he still whipped your ass. That's crazy.
So, but hold on. You don't know how long he's been on it. So he could have been winging it off when he took. So I'm a realist, bro. So he could have been trying to get it out of his system by taking the IVs. You only pay $200. They'll come to your house. You see what I'm saying? And he had the banana bag, so that replenishes minerals, all kind of shit. If you look at the banana IV, the banana bag IV, it'll tell you exactly what was in it, and he had a yellow bag. So that's the banana bag.
So how did they know he took an IV though?
Because he sit there and did a fucking Instagram with it.
Oh, okay. I thought Team Haney was somewhere in the area. Somebody said they was.
He said they lied. His dad lied and said that he was right there watching him doing it. But that was a fucking lie, bro. 100% lie. This motherfucker had it doing it, and I contradicted that shit as soon as I heard that. I said that's bullshit. That's cap. Because the simple fact is, you could tell that he was talking amongst his friends at his fucking house getting the IV. You can tell.
Dang.
He'll probably be like 6 months to a year.
Yeah. No, he should get 6 months. But check this out.
It's just regular time off.
But he also took a hair follicle sample. So therefore, what he's trying to do, so now, Haney's are trying to petition for it to be overturned, right? But that doesn't mean it's going to be overturned. They might just suspend them and hit them with a fine and keep the loss, because that's what happened with Alicia Bombard. I'm sorry, I apologize. I can't say her name properly.
Man, you're the messing up her name, man. Sexy she is. God damn, dog.
Yeah, she's sexy, but I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's not my woman. You know what I'm saying? I can't put hands on her like that. I can't touch her like that. You see what I'm saying?
You never know. You might have the game. You might be up there selling your product, and Alicia walk by and say, "Hey, what's this about? What's this about? Take my number down so we can talk later."
This nigga WCS, boy, that nigga crazy, boy. You know what I'm saying?
She might want to do business with you.
Yeah, you right. Nigga, I guarantee you Tony was hitting that shit.
Yeah, but I don't think they even together no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? He was training her. He was training her.
When she won the titles and everything, she straddled him, hugged him tight. But besides that, she been elsewhere training.
Mm-hmm. So you already know what it is, though, my nigga. Said, you know, she outgrew that shit. I don't need your dick no more. Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to say it like that on your panel. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Money talks and bullshit walks, homie.
Yeah.
We moving on. We moving on, player. We moving on, player. You look, and you know how you look to the side, look down. You look to the side, you look down. That's what Alicia Bar. Nigga, we moving on, player. That's old news, player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been there and done that.
I think with I think why a lot of people just feeling some type of way about Ryan because he just made it look so easy. You know, he acted crazy. He went in there and performed, made that look easy, and then after the fight, he was out. He was outside. He was traveling, talking. Wasn't nobody holding him accountable. You know, Carissa Shields had a chance to really drill him. She didn't do it. She was extra nice. You know, I mean, it's just because they treat him like the pretty boy he is, man. And people are mad because, you know, he did it. He made it look so easy.
Clarissa don't want that backlash for saying that kind of shit.
Yeah, I know. I think it was you that said that last time. Yeah, you know, I can see where she at, but okay, so you don't want the backlash for checking Ryan, but yet you want the backlash for saying you beat dudes up and you know you won't keep Thurman in the ring, bro, and all that.
That's different. Ryan is he got that money. You know what I'm saying? We talking about motherfuckers she done beat up that they ain't nobody's. She don't care about that shit. That's something that she can speak about and not hold no water with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just looking at it like
she ain't care enough.
Ryan made it look so easy.
Yeah, but Ryan is an Instagram. So what you say? So hold on. With Ryan, he is very, when it comes to the media, he's media savvy. He understands what it takes. And that's what I have to say, no matter what. And I give him his props because he understands what it takes to move the media. So she knows this. She knows this. She's not stupid at all. So she gets up there and says some dumb shit, which if I was her, I probably would have been like, motherfucker, you tripping. Don't disrespect my motherfucking husband. You see what I'm saying? I would have said some shit like that. In her position, at least. Because she still could have thwarted all that shit off. Because she's speaking real shit, but she didn't look at it like that. She looked at it as, oh, well, like you were saying, she was taking it easy on him. You see what I'm saying? So she was looking at it from that point of view. When she should have been on certain things, she should have just womaned up. I'm gonna say womaned up, not manned up, womaned up, and said, look, no, you don't do that.
I look at it like this too. Like you said, he media savvy. I think he believes he's entitled in the way he was going about it. You know, after the fact of him popping dirty, he say, I like effing steroids. He's putting out tweets. You know what I'm saying? Just rubbing it in their face, man. He ain't taking nothing serious.
Trolling because he knows he can get away with it, and he knows his people are like, yeah, Ryan, you the shit, man. Look how you talking to these motherfuckers. And he knows that's what gets the media going. He's very smart when it comes to the media because he has experience and he's been there and done that. That's why Ryan doesn't have a problem with crying in front of the people because he knows that works.
Has he really cried though? I mean, he faked like he cried.
It don't matter if he doesn't really cry, but because it's simple. Listen. It doesn't even matter. What matters is his followers believe in him. They believe whatever he says. So no matter what, if he's fake crying or real crying, it doesn't matter. They want to see that side of him. They want to see that side of him. They need that side of him. They cherish that man. They look up to him. They believe in him so much to where they probably don't even take care of their daily responsibilities sometimes. And I hate to say it like that, but I'm being realistic. Trust me when I tell you this. There's people that are, like I said, fanboys. Fanboys are extremists. And I hate to say this. They're extremists. They'll do certain things and take away from certain things that they're taking away from what they'll take away from their responsibilities to be able to accommodate what their needs, what they feel is
You dropped out. Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
What you mean?
Kind of dropped off.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, my bad. But all I was saying is that that a lot of times that they will, the fanboys will, they will go to the certain extent to where they will say, they will go off what they need versus what they actually need, to make themselves feel better. You see what I'm saying? And that's all I was trying to say.
All I know, they need to come back with a result. You know what I'm saying? On something, because this has turned into a soap opera a long time ago. And then Bill out here
I'm
asking
tired of
for a
hearing this shit.
lifetime. He asked him for a lifetime ban, which I think is just over the top.
Who you talking about, Bill Haney?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some bullshit, motherfucker. Listen, Bill, your son got overworked, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Just go back to the drawing board. You're part of the game. Just make it. Just make yourself look better in the media. Like, take some notes from fucking Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, even if you don't want to fight this man no more, tell him you want to. At least tell me you want to. Just switch the game.
Hey fellas, I gotta head out of here, man. Y'all have a good night, all right?
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
Hey, you too,
Salute
brother.
to you, Carlos.
You too, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bill gonna have to figure it. I know he's making his rounds, and why shouldn't he? He should make his rounds because they did everything they were supposed to do. Real talk. His son was a champion. He did what a champion should, make weight. And Ryan treated it as it was a game. It was a talent show, and people not really holding him or vilifying him enough. And that's because, people actually thought Devin was gonna go in there and do better than what he did, and he didn't.
WCS, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I just noticed something. I was on H Money shit. Can you switch that up on me right now, man, where it says Team Shakur? Or take that away?
You got to switch that up.
So how did he put that on there for me?
Who put it on there?
I was on H Money shit. I never put Team Shakur. He switched my shit up and said Team Shakur.
Hold on.
Yeah, he did that. So I didn't know that you could do that. So this man done switched my, because now that I see that, it usually just says Blue Hustle Man. This man done put on there because GTD, Gervonta Tate Davis, I was on there and I was bodying them. I was doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? Speaking my shit. You know what I'm saying? But so he put me as Team Shakur. But is there any way that you can remove that?
I'm trying to find out now because I never really even paid attention to that.
So you can alter that.
Let me see what the settings is.
That's crazy. This man altered my shit, and I've heard about that before too. And I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody. I didn't notice this until now, so I do deeply apologize for interrupting. WCS's wonderful, panel and wonderful fucking chat. This man is coming with points that are very clear and precise to what we were talking about. So I do apologize about interrupting this by asking him to do this favor for me.
Layouts. Let me see.
That's crazy. This nigga really put that shit on my shit.
I saw that. I thought, that's something
I didn't
you
do
did,
that shit.
Really?
No, I didn't do that. He did that. So that's why I'm saying thank you, because I knew you would. I feel like we have an understanding with each other to where I can actually do that. So my apologies. I kind of like
Blue Hustle #Team Shakur. Because I'm thinking in your settings, you can change that.
No, I don't. I probably can, but I didn't know about that though. But I've heard that you can switch up people's shit. You see what I'm saying? So I heard that this man really did that to my shit.
That shit up.
This man really switched my shit up. God damn.
Yeah, that's messed up. People can do that though. Like,
yeah, why
they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have control over the switching.
No, they shouldn't.
Stupid.
They shouldn't. They should not do that, because that means you can alter my shit to say whatever you want it to say, and that ain't cool.
I don't know if you've seen yet. Oh, this might be it right here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I found out where it's at.
Thank you. And for future reference, you're gonna have to explain to me what you did behind closed doors.
Where it's at.
You see what I'm saying? Because me and you talk. Right, you know what I'm saying. Thank you, boss. Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I seen one of the fights in the Mexican US versus Mexico. I seen one of the fights supposed to be Caleb Plant and Jaime McGill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too hyped up about that fight, but that's supposed to be one of the fights.
Yeah, I'm not either. You know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Hey,
listen,
shout out
listen.
to Dr. Boxing Talk. Salute to you pulling up, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
but
we about to have somebody else come in here too?
oh
Or
no, he was just saying he was on his way out because it is Memorial Day and people,
Mhm.
some people are just about to start eating and stuff right now. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
well,
saying?
I appreciate you getting on right now because I was like, God damn, who the fuck is gonna get on? And you dropped the link too. So I'm always gonna tell you, WCS man, thank you very much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Very
for sure.
appreciative. But one day you might consider me for a wrench. One day.
You said one day, man.
You
I
know,
don't
see,
look. I'm serious. I don't pay attention to dropping people wrenches like that because
you know, I don't even need a
I'm just
wrench.
not
It's
paying
just I
attention.
like the blue factor. Listen. I'm gonna tell you just like this. It's not that I need a wrench to do anything to mediate.
You wouldn't have brought it up if you didn't freaking.
No. Hold on. I'm explaining to you honestly what it is. I'm telling you honestly what it is. So you should know me by now that I don't have no reason to stunt and tell you a lie. So I'm telling you what it is. So it's not about being a mediator because a lot of times you have people that mediate and do that, right or wrong.
Wrenches? No, I never had
Yeah,
no
yeah.
wrenches.
You have a lot of people that have wrenches. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't have to be that person. I just like seeing the different color because my name is what? Blue Hustle Man. And the
Yeah.
wrench is what? When you have a
Blue.
wrench, what color is
Blue.
your name?
Blue.
Thank you. So that's the
Yeah,
reason why I'm saying
I
that.
don't have a lot of wrenches, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you modded up now. I just don't pay attention to it. That's all.
Yeah, and it's not that. That's the reason why I say that. It's not because of anything else. It's because the color is fucking blue, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
And that's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing like that. I don't even look. I'll be the last person to basically sit there and time out somebody. I'm not gonna do that now unless they're so explicit to where I'm in the chat and I'm like, damn, I have to do something right now because he's so rude and being a racist to where that needs to go. You see what I'm saying? And I was almost getting ready to do that, but Mr. Golden, one time that I was getting ready to do that, and in a time that I've been on these panels and doing shit, but Mr. Golden was there also, and he beat me to that punchline. I didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's because it was being so extreme. But anyways, moving right along. So
Yeah, I went through and I pretty much deleted all the wrenches because somebody was deleting some of my freaking members and shit like that, some of my subscribers, and then you have to go through and find out why they deleted them, who did it, and all this other shit. So you know,
I already know because
that's why I only got so many. Yeah,
B-Mac did the same fucking thing because the simple fact is now B-Mac like, nigga, you about to be one of my enforcers. You about to be a real enforcer now. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, we fuck with each other, so it is what it is. But no, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I just really appreciate, you know, how you open up the panel, you know, sometimes and allow people to come in and talk and spit their piece. And what they believe in versus whatever, you know, everybody else believes in. You get their opinion about things. So I'm really grateful for that. And you have a lot of knowledge that you bring to the table. You see what I'm saying? Just like I give, you know, certain other people on panels the same flowers, I'm gonna give you the same flowers too, man. So
yeah, it's respected. I appreciate that, man.
You know, you've earned it with me. There's a difference. You've earned it. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not everybody earns my respect. So therefore, you've earned it with me, and I greatly appreciate what you have done and what you bring to the table. You know, when it comes to talking about boxing, I'm greatly appreciative. You see what I'm saying? So realistically, because you don't just look at it from just one point of view. You try to look at it from both points, both sides, and that's what I like about you. You see what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, solid assessment, man. Attention to detail. I appreciate that. You know, you got a lot of cats on here that cannot compliment somebody on something or cannot just be gracious about anything. They always gotta like, it ain't a competition to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a chat And the reason why I say the hottest in the game, because I don't have any followers. You know, I don't have people in my chat just saying, okay, if I'm supporting Crawford, they got to support Crawford. That's not why they over here. They support who they want to support, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only time I feel some type of way, it might start, you know, I call it penalty kicking their ass up out of here, is when they start talking outside the topic or outside boxing.
Or they can't come with receipt. You know what? When I was on H Money shit, you know, there's certain people on the panel, on his panel, and I don't want to name drop other people's shit on the panel. Sometimes a lot of people, they don't want to hear other people's names being mentioned. So I'm not trying to disrespect you when I say that. So
no, I call him Skid Mark. I mean, you probably wasn't over here long enough, but I have a history with him. I call him Skid Mark though. I don't
okay, I got you.
Him and his little peon brother called themselves threatening me back in the day.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And I pulled up over there where they was supposedly at and went live when I was at a fight at a fighting event, a boxing event. They didn't do nothing, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. They don't even come outside. But anyway, what you were saying, bro?
So all I'm saying is that, yeah, so, you know, some like on their panel, they were questioning certain things and, you know, coming at me certain kind of ways. And I'm trying to explain to them, like, look, you know, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a respectable person. Yeah. You know, like H Money got mad when I brought up the purse situation, but somebody else on the panel brought up the fingernails. So, okay. You see what I'm saying? H Money was like, what does that have to do with boxing? I mean, but it to me, it has something to do with boxing. You provide clarity, right? You provide clarity. You know I do. And, you know he don't like that. You see what I'm saying? You know I do. Yeah, you know I do. Like, and me and him was going back and forth. But, you know, look, I'm not trying to bash him or anything like that. I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said that, and I was like, look, if that's not what you want me to talk about, I don't have a problem with talking about that, because I don't, you know, I'm on the panel just having fun. So if I was in there trying to interrogate you or do other shit, then it'd be a different story. But I'm not. What I'm trying to do is just get my point across and talk the shit about boxing. That's what it is. And I can compete with you motherfuckers. That's the difference. I can compete with y'all. I can hold my ground and still talk with y'all and give my facts. Like I was saying, the gentleman, there was certain gentlemen that was on Tank side that was talking that shit. And I'm like, bro, y'all ain't come with receipts. Y'all talking off emotion. Y'all want to fight, talk all this other shit and this and that and the third. But that makes no sense to me. Yeah, you're doing too much. Like, look, I'm here. I'm speaking facts. I'm debunking you. I'm body bagging you. You know what I'm saying? Off of facts. And you're not doing the same thing. You want me to basically get emotional like you. I'm not going to do that. I can sit there and play that game, but at the end of the day, that's not my agenda. My agenda is to come with the facts and receipts to basically where it can be pulled up to what I'm saying. Can you do the same thing? If you can't do the same thing, stop talking. Stop making it seem like that, because now all of a sudden you just being emotional. You're a fucking fanboy. That's all you are to me. You're a fucking fanboy. And you don't know shit about boxing because you're coming from a point of view of emotion.
Well, that goes on over here. So, you know, you definitely got to just, you know, handle it the way you've been handling it. It's plenty of channels, that would take you there. They would take you there, you know, especially if you can talk boxing and you can remain at a calm and you don't let them get you to react and act all wild and crazy, start screaming. Nah, they want you to be on their level of impulsiveness. If you don't go there, they'll continue to antagonize you and keep on poking and saying dumb, you know, just to get you to start yelling and screaming. Then they'll say, oh, look at him. He emotional. Look at him. Childish, man. It's childish, bro.
Yeah. And like I hopped on this one channel, right? It was real quick. But he dropped the link. He was like, if anybody wants to come on, I'll drop the link, right? I said, that's okay. But he was talking about Shakur. So once he started talking about Shakur and you know, he dropped the link. He dropped the link beforehand. But when he got into talking about Shakur Stevenson. So once he talked about Shakur Stevenson, I was like, I'm going to hit that goddamn link. Now you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to hit the link. But I hit the link, and this motherfucker left me in backstage. Didn't even fucking let me come on. So you fake as fuck. People just drop the link to make it look
Well,
like
it happens.
about
It
that
happens. Yeah, it happens though. Now you know it happens.
Yeah.
That they want to say, okay, you had the control. You thought you was gonna come over here. No, I'll let you on whenever I feel like it.
Or not let you on with it at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just basically saying that too. So what I took from it, he was just basically saying that because he's gonna pick and choose the people that he wants to. He's gonna the dialogue that he's gonna come with is a chosen dialogue. You see what I'm saying? It's not the dialogue where it's fresh and it's raw. It's not like that. It's a dialogue where he's coming with what his perspective, and the person on the other end of it is going to come with the same perspective as him. You see what I'm saying? Or a perspective where he can basically, debunk whatever they're saying. And
so
that's what I know.
So who is his fighter though?
Well, no, it wasn't a fighter. It was a panel. I think he was talking about Devin Haney and. He was talking about Devin Haney and Gervonta Tate Davis. You see what I'm saying?
So the only reason he switched up, for Shakur is that they had a fall. Now he used to be a diehard Haney fan, but anyway, I ain't giving that nigga no shine right now. He used.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking about H Money though. I'm talking about somebody totally different.
Oh, okay,
cool. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I moved. That's why I said. I went to another panel and it was only for a quick second because the dude wouldn't allow me to get on there. And that's what I was talking about. I switched it up, and my apologies. I didn't clarify that enough to where you understood it. So my apologies. But yeah, that's all it was, brother. And like I said, man, like I appreciate you and your channel. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you because you do what you do, and you come with facts and receipts, and you elaborate very well. You articulate what you're saying. You're respectable. You know what I'm saying? Even though you might be sarcastic sometimes, and people might not see that, but I notice it. I understand it where you're coming from a lot of times. So that's why I feel like sometimes, like a lot of times, we don't bump heads. Like when we're on the other panels, I notice you agree with me a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? And I appreciate that because you're not doing it because you have to. You're doing it because you want to, and you're doing it because you're being you. And that's why I say I appreciate it.
Yeah, some people, you got to make sense for me to co-sign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I noticed
some people just be saying some crazy off the wall stuff. I'm saying to myself, man, that don't even make no sense, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just talking just to be talking.
And that's what I was saying on H Money shit. I'm like, bro, you just talking to fucking talk, bro. Like, you don't make no fucking sense, man. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Oh man, you shouldn't even be on the panel. I don't know why H Money let you on this panel. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I just made a comment. H Money called me out and said, Blue Hustle Man, get on the panel, hit that link. I didn't say that shit. He said
probably because you was in the chat, you was saying some stuff. Yeah, that's what they usually do. He'll put you on the panel, check your temperature.
This man just asked who he thought was better, between this person and that person. And I said, Shakur. You see what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he wants me to come on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I've been on this panel before and he's rejected me and kicked me off. So this is not about H Money. This is not to bash him. This is not anything like that. It's just, I was just basically speaking on some shit to where, some people, they're very emotional when they talk. You see what I'm saying? And they don't want to basically see the light. But then again, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, when it came down to it, when the latter end of the chat, they was cool with me. You see what I'm saying? But H Money was cool with me because Green was in there. He was like, "Oh, Green, so that means you are a person that's reputable." You see what I'm saying? So he gave me my props. He gave me my respect. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm not sitting there trying to, it's not like that. So, anyways, it is what it is, brother. This went totally to a whole nother point. You know what I'm saying? But,
he must have been on your mind because you started elaborating, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, I was elaborating on one point, but then we went to other points, and then you see what I'm saying? And that's just what it ended up. But I just don't want to give too much attention to somebody on a different person's panel. You see what I'm saying? Because
especially him.
Yeah, because it's respect factors. You see what I'm saying? Like, I respect your panel, and that's why I keep telling you what I'm telling you. I really
no doubt. So. It's appreciated for sure, man. Same goes, man. Yeah. I hear you over there talking. making sense, really processing what you're saying before you put it out there,
Yeah.
to the topic and everything. Not everybody do that. A lot of people, sometimes they just talk and they just want to keep on talking and keep on talking.
Yeah.
I just
And
chill.
even
Shout out to
Green
Jessica
when
the
he was,
Queen on deck. Shout out to you.
yeah,
I see you in the building.
even Green when he was like, nah, man, this man breaks shit down. Like he'll say something, but he'll explain why he's saying it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So it's just not like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very appreciative. That's all I gotta say, brother. So thank you very much for doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
For real. Keep doing and breaking down knowledge because you come at different levels. You don't just come with boxing, man. You come at different levels, man, to let people know that you're very versatile. You see what I'm saying? So you have a lot of like I'm gonna put it to you like this, my brother. If it came down to it, and we was all Indians, right? You have that wisdom to where I would sit down and listen to you because you are wiser than me. And you could teach me on subjects, and I can learn from you every fucking day because you have the knowledge to bring that forth to me. You see what I'm coming from?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
No.
I respect that, man. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the kind words. Real talk. Man to man, no doubt. A lot of brothers can't even speak on that level of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's always got to be like, okay, we already understand we got the tough layer. We grown adults.
Facts. So that's why I said
To
that.
another
It takes,
man and out of respect. No, not too many people do that.
yeah. And I don't mind giving somebody their flowers when they deserve it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's hard for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't believe in you,
Well, on the
getting it.
YTC, it's hard for a lot of cats to do that. That's why I just stay in my lane. I don't really be trying to. I've never been a competitor on here. I see it for what it is. But there are people who are competitors on this YTC.
Yeah, but it's not about that though, man. Why can't we all work with each other and move forward? You see what I'm saying? Like, because each one of us has something to offer. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you might excel in one thing where I might excel in something different than what you excel in. So I can learn from you just like you learn from me. And that's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? So each one teach one. Bottom
No
line.
doubt. I believe, I definitely adhere to that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is social media. You get people that never jump on the panel. They in the chat. And that's why I like to chat. I don't have them regulars over here that don't be speaking boxing. Most of the people in there, they'll talk about the subject. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm about to finish eating, bro. I'm gonna be back on here a little bit later, bro.
Oh, what you about to talk about? If you don't mind me asking.
It all depends, man, because I've been getting some good and bad, on what I've been saying about dating down here in the A. People trying to, form their own communities and speak off topic. No, I'm speaking strictly for man to woman type shit, But that's not something I'm gonna do every day. But if you live down
But you be
here,
hitting on some real shit though, brother. You be hitting on some real
they don't
life
want you
shit.
to talk about it. I'm not talking about the acronym community. No, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about us recreationally out here dating, going this, that, and the other. What we have to experience today. I ain't going all in detail about them twists and turns. Nah, I'm talking about the real shit, bro. I'm
Yeah,
talking
you talk about real life shit. That's
know?
what I like about you.
I ain't talking about all that other shit, man. Talking about, oh my God, I didn't know that was a man. No, I'm not talking about that because I ain't experienced that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't experienced that.
Hey, look, man. You have a wonderful day. What you think? A little bit later?
Yeah, it depends on with the fam. You know what I'm saying? Depends on when that start to die down and all that.
Yeah, I'm about to in a little bit. My ladies.
I need to start putting my thumbnails up a little bit earlier than going live. I put mine up right before I go live sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, shit, if you don't have the time, you don't have the time. People have to respect that, brother.
Yeah.
And that's real shit. Like you are a man that you'll do what you do. You see what I'm saying? If you come on last minute, but shit, you still coming on last minute. But if people hop on, they hop on. But a lot of people, they gonna respect that you're doing what you're doing. When we have a family, when you have a family, you gotta like my family takes priority over what I got going on. You
Yeah,
see
no
what I'm
doubt. It's
saying?
supposed to, yeah.
So
That's only right.
you,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? So if I can't accommodate it and be attentive at the time that I say I want to be, then therefore that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, usually it's for family situations or my business. You see what I'm saying? Like I might lose track of time because I'm going fucking damn near 24 hours, 20 hours out the day, and it's 24. So therefore I might be tired. So
Yeah,
might
no
forget
doubt.
something.
Yep.
So that's what I do is very time consuming. But shit, boss, go ahead and do what you do, man. I appreciate you and appreciate everybody in the chat and whoever's on the panel. Man, I appreciate the positive talk, man. So,
Same to you, man. Same to you. Hold it down on Hustle
mm-hmm.
for real.
And then
Appreciate
we'll talk on the side, man. Just let me know when
yeah, I
you
hit you up on IG. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You
For
can call
sure.
me, brother. You can call me because it goes straight to my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you can call me or you can send me a message. It doesn't matter.
All right, no doubt, for sure.
Yep. Thank you very
All
much,
right.
boss.
Yep.
Be easy. Peace.
Be easy, bro. Shout out to Hustle, man. Pulling up. Shout out to Carlos Jones, pulled up to the panel, and OG Golden. Salute to you. Catfish. When I was catfished. When you say catfished, like what exactly? Jessica, when was I catfished? Like, are you talking about catfish as far as being out on a date catfish? Because that ain't happening. That ain't happening. And it's not gonna happen. But catfish as far as somebody being different who they say they were. Because I think some people who's on the panel is not who they say they are, but that didn't have nothing to do with me. If it's in conversation, that's still a gap. Oh, the ladies with the makeup. The ladies with the makeup still ladies at the end of the day. So, yeah, you can say it's catfish. Jessica, if you want to put it out there, like the ladies with makeup when they peel, yeah, you can see that. But when the when the show Catfish was real active out here, right? It was people who was different. Like you had dudes pretending to be women, and stuff like that. That was what they were saying. It didn't, and then you had some women who looked totally different than they picture. The picture that they put out there wasn't even them. They's putting pictures out there and looks like somebody else. So I just rag white is pretty much women who look absolutely different from who they actually are before they put on makeup. Like it's a absolute night and day type of appearance. But I get where you at with it though. I get where you at with it. No, we good, I get where you at with it. But people, I'll be back on here a little later. Salute to all y'all. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. And if you didn't know, let me remind you. Bomb Squad!